Hey there, folks.
Hey.
Hello.
You are
No,
heard but not
See
seen.
you in a while.
Hello, everyone.
It was the feet. I was reminding myself to talk to him about it.
The feet has to do with me?
Well, I wrote it in that slot because I knew I would look at it because there are things that have to do with you.
Did you see the TikTok that Ashlyn made?
Oh my
Oh my!
God.
Have I seen
It's
them?
really
No, I've been
good.
talking to her. Yeah,
They're so good.
incredible. And it's like when you realize you're too old. Yeah, because like the things that she's doing, I'm like,
Well,
I don't really get it, but that's awesome. Do it.
maybe to make you feel a little better, I feel too old for that.
Okay, all right.
This doesn't, the math of this, me getting in you not getting it doesn't make sense to me.
I don't even have TikTok, to be fair.
I don't either, and I still get it.
That's funny. Hello, Amanda. How does the audio sound?
Oh, Amanda's here. Good.
It is showtime, Robert.
We're here. We're ready.
Sounds
I'm
good.
not ready.
Outstanding.
I'm never ready.
Some
I'm
of
not
us are
ready.
I'm
ready.
here.
He wasn't ready. I'm not ready.
He's ready. This guy?
And shaky.
Why?
There's one thing you gotta know about me.
It's a really
is
nice
that
day
I'm
out.
ready.
Sometimes your girl struggles with confrontation,
Hey, say.
but your girl's gonna kill it.
Is there gonna be confrontation this episode?
Wait,
would never be
you're
close.
gonna
There's
kill my
something-
character?
Is there something wrong?
No.
Uh-oh.
There's nothing.
And that's how Mila gets a nickname.
Yeah, Mila's about to have a psychotic break.
No more.
We already had a psychotic break. If you guys read the blue box chat, you'd know.
We'll get to that in our recap.
Yes. Yes. Hello, Chris.
I'm gonna try and make the recap as quick as I can.
Hello.
Oh God, good luck.
Welcome, all. One and all.
I feel like last session was like a lot of talking.
It was, which makes it easy to recap because
Yeah.
these two people talked, these two people talked, these two people
These
talked.
two people talked, and it went badly. These two people talked,
It went
and
okay.
it went fine.
It's good that we have lots of talking, though, right? I mean, that's,
Yeah.
Communication's important.
we can have more combat this time if you like. We can definitely do that. Yeah.
No.
I think
with the title-
if you guys knew the monsters I have ready for this campaign, you would not be asking for anything other than talking.
Hey, can we keep talking?
Why the tears fall?
Amanda is right. You should go read it all. It's juicy.
It is juicy. It is juicy.
Tears of happiness, right? That's what Tears of Happiness is, the
Oh,
happy
you know what?
tears.
Yeah.
I'd never
It's a
thought of
poem.
that.
Yeah, isn't
Which
that
should tell you
nice?
something.
It's not.
No.
Oh, please, let us have hope.
It's rough out here.
We've definitely never cried in this game ever. Definitely not.
No, for
never,
sure.
no.
I really don't remember viscerally sobbing.
No, you didn't do that.
We wouldn't do that.
Didn't happen.
No, never.
No way. Me? Cry?
It's all
Not
fun.
a,
It's all.
not a chance, bud.
It's all
Not a
fun and
chance.
games here in Aihrde.
Indeed.
We love Aihrde.
I am just waiting for my moment, though, to have a piece of cloth that I will shred as I rip your neck off.
Yeah.
It was
That is
Yeah.
Well,
My
you
fox
just-
head.
It was so good.
It like physically.
I know, like it.
Well, because there was precedence for it in the little voice box
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
And
Yes.
so hearing it in the moment made it even worse.
Planting. Payoff.
Yes, yes.
You took Chekhov's gun and shot me in the face with it.
Hello, Joffrey.
That's the sound good.
Oh,
Okay.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yes, I know I've been ghosting you, my friend. I will get back
don't
to you.
say 20.
Thank you for all the stuff you sent.
Don't say 21.
Amanda, hope you're feeling better.
It might be 20.
What?
I think I
The
did
session number.
It is
Oh, I'm not
20.
saying anything.
I did genuinely fix it in my notes. I broke.
You gave in.
I gave in.
You.
What did you?
I was listening to another D&D
She's been
talk
counting
show,
session
and they
0
were
as
talking
the
about
first
how
session.
a married couple was having an argument
I
about this
finally
same thing
fixed it.
of
Session
like
zero.
a session 0
Really
counting as a
doesn't count.
session, and they were like, "Please help us from tearing our marriage apart." And I
Well,
was like,
it counts as a session. It's just numbered.
That's
0.
right. It's 0.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
right. It's
A raise
numbered
start at
0.
zero.
and then it made all the judges
Exactly.
like.
Inclusive. Yeah, exactly.
It made all the people weighing in like fully divided too. It was like very tense but
Yeah.
very funny.
That's funny.
Oh boy.
I don't know, Amanda.
Garrett, what last-minute questions do you have?
I mean, you've been on this stream before.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
true.
that I have any last minute questions.
Okay. I mean, no,
I mean,
with
I'm-
the character I meant more
Oh.
like.
Yeah,
with
give us all your
Ram.
secrets.
Yeah, tell us
All
right
your
now.
secrets.
You feel ready?
I feel ready. I mean, like I know why he's here. I know where he lives.
That's it.
I know,
Oh, Finley.
What he's about.
Finley, no.
and I think that's really all I needed.
I think so. I think that's it.
It's a master improver.
All right. Here we go. We are live
In 3.
know
on
your
video
motivations?
in
Yes.
3, 2, and 1. Hello and welcome, everyone. Blue Box. This is Tears of Aired. I'm
Huzzah.
joined by my amazing cast. We're so excited to be with you today, and still buzzing from the weekend that was
goodness.
Blue
Yeah.
Box Con 3.
It was so
It was
good.
an incredible weekend. Thank you for all of you that came. And oops, I've got
Huzzah.
my emote thing is on this screen. I should
He's back where he
hide that.
belongs.
But thank you for joining us today. And we have, as you'll note, a missing player. Daisy Bell is not with us today.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Traveling, but we'll be back next week. And today we have Garrett. You met him if you were
Huzzah.
here this
You
last
know him,
week.
you love
Garrett.
him.
You also saw
love
him on
him
stream.
so much. You saw him on stream if you watched any of our streamed games during Blue Box Con. And he is somehow tangentially related,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
a little bit.
Very
to-
distantly.
Might be my sibling from
Might
the
be.
same womb.
Might-
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't
Nobody
know.
knows these things for sure.
The science isn't here yet.
It's not exact.
All right, so today we're going to be back in the city of Altamira in the world of Aihrde from Trollord Games. We have a fun story plan for you. We'll go to what happened last time. We'll talk about the player intros and what we have coming up this week, which includes a big show on Tuesday night where we're
Big
giving
show.
away
The big show.
the coolest thing we've ever given
shows
away.
up.
No, yeah, this guy. This is this is
It
the
is
giveaway on
happening.
Tuesday.
Hold
Yes.
it carefully, John. Don't drop it.
I am holding it
Whoa.
very gently. Then Wednesday, oh my goodness.
Wow, big
Blue
day.
Box Bells,
Big day.
self-named, not my choice. And the Blue Box Bells will be with us on Wednesday night as we talk about romance, critical romance in roleplay. And thanks, you're gonna want to catch all of
came
that.
up with that title?
You're scrubbing
We're talking about
toilets in
kissing.
New Orleans. I'm not sure what that means, old school. So, surprise number one. With the new player, he is officially now part of Blue Box. He streamed with us over the weekend. Ergo, you don't have to use these, but you may. You get a gift of the Blue Box.
How wonderful.
And
Welcome to the
those-
family. You're
those
stuck here
things
forever now.
are super awesome,
Yes.
gorgeous.
They're
so very
Even though I
heavy.
notice only Cameron is using
Listen,
her.
they're so heavy.
Well, and this thing,
It'll dent.
sometimes
Yeah,
it
we're trying.
doesn't like
we're
me,
trying
which
not
is
to
very
ruin
rude,
Okay.
but
your
today's
very
rolling well.
carefully cut table.
Yeah. Jenny made the table.
And we have some more coming in a moment. But let's talk about each of the characters and what happened last time. So we're going to start with character intros.
Okay.
And
Oh, God.
we will
Why
do.
did I get nervous?
Oh.
You can't get nervous after all this
every
time.
week.
Today you're first. Congratulations.
Wow.
Hello there, my friends and folks and family.
Oh,
I am
whoa.
Mila. I am a second level Omdura. I have a wonderful familiar named Finley who has
so
bound
good.
me in more ways than I can say. I'm a goddess. Her name is Lehezi. She's pretty
Woo!
sick. We love her. Gave me cool powers. I got bright eyes. Maybe because of her, we don't know yet. A nice little stark white streak in my hair. Don't know how that got out
Trendy.
there. Crazy. Living life a little. Learn some things.
What do you mean?
Living life, you learn some things.
Yeah.
Am I right?
That's my sign off.
So
That's her
true.
catchphrase. She says it all the time. We all know that.
Let's go then to you.
Knock, knock, bleaters.
Yeah.
Click here. Your favorite vigilante of Altamira, Elvin, of course, the best of us, as we know.
That means I'm half the best.
Of course.
Of course.
He is, having a great time, planning and scheming and beating up bad boys, and in his element, absolutely. And hopefully we'll get to see some more of that today. We shall see. We shall see.
see.
But
Poor Dauber.
yes. Yeah, poor Dauber.
Have you no sympathy for him?
Oh no, a knife to the groin. I think he earned it.
Hi, I'm Cameron. I play Dahlia, who is a Verdant Bloodline Blood Rager. Really going through it. Sliced a man in half not one evening prior, and is kind of figuring out like the levels of bad that
Yes.
could be. What
does that mean for
morally, emotionally? What does it mean when
does
you
it
slice a man in half? You know, it could mean a lot of things. But yeah, just trying to do better.
And sound is off on the Click Dahlia camera. Hang on 1 second. I typically know what causes that, and you're going to see
Sound is
them
off.
vanish momentarily,
20, 30.
What does
and
that
then
even
be
mean?
right back.
I think like not linked.
Right,
To the video.
Oh,
out of sync.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
All right, tell me if that fixed it.
back
That
in
normally.
my-
Hello.
look at that
And that's
hype
a hype
train,
Brain. Let's go.
Wow.
And
Yeah, people are
you
hyped.
neglected to mention that you are still basking in the afterglow of your incredible aficionado performance at Blue Box Con, which has been already legend. You were absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much. Yeah, you ran a game too, but you were just so.
Listen, mine was in a back corner of the house at
Yes,
late
it
at
was.
night.
Yeah,
so-
that's right.
Very fun.
It was good.
It was very
good.
fun
And
to be a part of.
Chandler and
Oh my God.
all
Oh, yeah.
just the whole crew.
Oh my God,
this
Chandler.
this weekend was amazing. If you missed any of those, you can go back
Check
and
the
watch
streams. The
those
VODs are
streams
so good.
on the VODs. They were super
You can see
fun.
the three of us be crazy people in a
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah, it's
Have a really
incredible.
just terrible time.
You can watch me throw my hat full force at poor Nick.
Yes, you can.
It was such a
Sorry,
fun
Nick.
session.
I don't know if you're watching, but sorry if you are.
We
You should be
appreciate you,
watching.
Nick.
Great,
Thanks,
God,
Nick.
that did fix it.
Great,
Thank you, Amanda. Name tag on the left. It's supposed to be missing Joffrey because we don't have the normal player there. So
course.
And what
we
would
have
be
a
their
guest
name?
player.
That's
Yes.
not.
Who could it
that's not
possibly
Jenny.
be?
Who could it be?
This isn't Daisy Bell.
I'm not blonde enough, unfortunately.
No, you wish you could.
Just
There are
and you got it.
many
I think.
things you
I
are
might
not
have the
enough of, my friend. Just
that.
play the game. All right. What happened last time?
Well, where we left off last time was post-interrogation of Dauber. Daisy and Mila had made their way to sleep, while Click made his way up to have an intense conversation with Dahlia. Things went intensely. They had some conversations about control and what that meant for a lack of on Dahlia's part, and Click's advice on how to regain that. And things sort of simmered down. They separated their ways, went back to sleep, and the group woke back up the next morning. Daisy, having heard that argument the night before, made her way quickly to Dahlia in the morning to give her an exact counter-argument to that and to say, don't listen to control, let it out. And man...
Do whatever, man.
Man, that was fun. The group then got together. David had told them that they could use some breakfast, and Daisy wanted to go get some last-minute items from Eats, Shoots, and Leaves, so the two of them made their way over and got some nightshade from Fauna, having managed to convince her to give
Somehow.
Daisy the last of nightshade she would ever give her. Tiniest little amount, but it was enough for Daisy to be happy. They picked up some
now.
food from the Salty Dog, where they heard about a man in a black cloak that had came asking for them. And as well, David managed to see a man wearing green linen clothes, wearing no shoes and a bald head, walking
In the
around,
winter.
looking at Daisy oddly. Yeah, really weird.
Snow collecting upon his shiny bald pate.
In the meantime, Mila and Dahlia made their way down to check on Dauber, to give him some water, give him some food, and for Mila to snoop around a little bit, while Dahlia was
Steal.
rest assured that nothing untoward
Everything's
was
fine.
happening.
You would never.
Mila
You would never.
surreptitiously stole Click's journal.
Do that 20s.
And Dahlia made no note of it. She then managed to convince Dahlia that she needed to go work out and managed to read through the journal. Read through the journal and learn some things, which you can go actually read. Oh, wow. Oh,
Sorry.
wow.
Holy smokes. Thank you so much.
It's a good start.
The chat. Let's go.
It got all the love.
And so every
everybody.
time you do that,
Because we started at 0, right?
Cameron will dance. That is awesome. So that's
Guaranteed.
it's now
Sorry.
canon.
Yeah, we turned
Gonna be a lot
plus
of work
ones
for me,
into
but
It was in the
anything for
contract.
you.
we turned plus ones into XP last session, I
Yes,
believe.
that's right.
So that's you're now
okay.
at 4. Yeah.
Correct.
So you're now at 3 and I'm now at 3.
Oh, how much is XP again?
25 each.
Got
Yeah.
it, got it.
So, anyways, Mila had learned some things in that journal. You can actually go read those journal entries
Should.
in the Discord. They're very good. There's actually some ciphers
you're
in there,
me.
which Click is well known for hiding puzzles and things. It's a really easy cipher. It only took Rachel about maybe 1 or 2 hours to end up figuring it out. With the details that I gave, it shouldn't be too complicated. If you find it too complicated, I put the answers in there anyways. It's very fun. And then we got back together. The group started talking about what they wanted to do with Dauber, what our plans were to get Granger, and the group realized David was not being very useful, and Click might know a couple more things than David would, so David reassured them he could go get in contact with Click, made his way downstairs, and started singing a song, and Click arrived. Neat!
Wow.
He had a little
cool.
conversation with Dauber, and on his way back up, Mila cast a spell to detect alignment through the floor to see what was going on down there, and she detected a change of alignment from a neutral standpoint to a chaotic standpoint. And ooh, that was very fun. And
Fascinating.
the group got back up together, had some conversation about planning. This is all in text. We did some further planning, and then Mila got really angry and stormed off. And Dahlia chased her, and Click and Daisy stayed behind, did some more planning, while Dahlia and Mila made their way to the Pence for Pages, having conversations, which they haven't actually gotten the chance to get there quite yet, because text roleplay can only go so quick. But between this session and next week, I do believe that you guys plan on letting Robert have some fun in the Pence for Pages.
Sure.
But we will pick
Right.
back up with them arriving back at the nest post Pence for Pages, unless anything else you guys want to do. But that's where we left off.
That is
so,
the plan.
huzzah!
Bravo.
It was a lot.
Well done.
I got there.
Well
Nailed it.
done. Nice. And we won't introduce you yet. That'll come in a moment. But I do want to say thank you so much. A level 3 hype train. That was so good. Thank you, everyone. We really appreciate that. And level 5 gets you Rexy.
Yeah,
so when we hit level 5s, Rexy appears,
Pretty cool,
which is
pretty
our
cool.
dancing dinosaur that my players like to mock me with. And then also,
would never
that's
mock
not all. I have some other little things to show you in a bit, but let's go ahead and let's watch our video, and when we resume, we'll be into the game in right after this.
Need to.
Oh my god.
Are you ready to get yelled at?
Yeah.
Probably, for some reason that I don't understand yet.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
What?
Dice song isn't. I should do the recap as Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Why is
Last
Sting on the
exciting
ground?
episode.
We'll sell you your whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. It's like my favorite.
What if I made a character that is just that voice?
Yeah.
I have a list
I'll
in
do
my
it.
phone of like 2 brief words that I make a character out of. Like Chimney Sweep Monk is a character that I have just sitting in my.
Sweet monk.
There's Miss Frizzle, but a wizard. Like things like that. And
Miss Frizzard?
like Monster Truck Jam announcer of some sort is also very
Good.
maybe like some sort of bard. Like an encouraging bard. I could
I
see
do
that.
love that.
Just you're doing
Mother
great.
God of Finley. That's wild.
I know. I love that. See my automated spreadsheet,
The
Thomas?
one thing you don't have.
I thought you might like this. So this is being captured all automatically through a Python
I haven't gotten to see it
script.
live yet, no.
The Python script then also goes into the JavaScript that's inside the Google Sheet.
Oh, that
it's
is
all,
so cool.
It is,
Yep,
yeah.
so anytime anyone gives
Code
bits,
all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just been gifted a sub.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
would you look
Oh,
at
let's
that?
go.
That
Hey,
brings us
Jay.
to a level 4 hype train.
38 months. More than
Hey,
3
Jay.
years. That's crazy.
Hello.
We're in your city, my friend, Altamira. In fact,
then
we're
no,
introducing
definitely
some new locations today in Altamira.
Oh.
What?
Well then,
Jay, we're
I
so
might have at
excited
some
to
point.
see the book when it comes out.
Yes.
You should hit
We're
me up if you want some
influencing the book.
songs.
Are we?
Yes, we are.
Influencing the book.
Oh no.
Yes.
I believe the
Did we make a
the-
library?
the Siren's sauna or whatever is in it, right?
Wait, what? was the
Dude,
question?
come on, really?
It's been a hot minute.
Wait, what was the question?
The
Siren Sauna? Siren Springs.
Siren Springs. There we go. Yes, was not originally written into Altamira, but John
No,
created it.
no, like we have a combination of like original Altamira stuff and then our own custom stuff. So
Airdian Altamira.
Airdian, yes.
I'm digging.
Well, that would be why you probably dislike it, Amanda, because you have no idea how it works.
All right, and welcome
Huzzah.
again,
Oh, hey again.
players. As well, actually, hold on. I can't start the role play yet because I do have one more thing. You might have noticed you're moving a bit.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
We now have.
Is this a new Tales Podcast?
We now have
you guys didn't
animated minis,
I know that the
just like
dancing
I've
stuff.
done for.
In the TikTok, yes,
Well, yeah.
it was
Yes,
wiggling
so
around.
let's see here. So let's take Mila as an example, and Mila's one. So look at Finley. Do you see
look at him
Finley
down
there? Look at
there.
it. Now,
Wow.
if she goes to cast a spell or make an action, she does this.
Amazing.
If she feels like busting a move, then she can do that.
Freaking go!
In that
Get
full
him.
armor.
And that's exactly, yeah.
The
Yeah.
sound that would be making.
Yeah, it is. You know what, Rachel? I just realized it is the most awkward of all the dance animations I have. I don't know why I did that to you, but it
It feels right for Mila.
And then, so then the
Blocking.
shield goes up
Nice.
and kind of blocking and
that's
ready.
so cool.
But this is my favorite. Watch this. Look at Finley.
Oh,
What he does.
Hops up on the
The
show.
way-
He's looking around.
His little head looks around. Nice. Is that not gorgeous?
That's amazing.
So these were all hand animated?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Gone
Amazing.
Splitters and SimC, they take the models and they do all the hand animations for me.
seriously amazing.
Incredible.
And then, of course, I don't have a cool rat for you, Dahlia. But
Well, I
we
don't
can-
have a cool rat.
Yes, exactly. But
Just
you can see
friends with a
here,
cool rat.
she has this motion where she kind of looks around,
inspiration.
and then she has her dance moves are pretty good. They're a little better than whoops. So she's going away there.
Oh, bye. Bye, everyone. I'll be over here if you
There
need
she
me.
is dancing. Oh,
Sick.
whoa! Let's go.
Oh,
Hey, Dahlia.
Yeah, she's
smooth with it.
Yeah,
that's
she
what you
definitely.
learn in the Twilight Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she definitely hit that nicely. And then your action phase there, you're kind of ready. And then
like that.
your sneak. You're down in that spot.
low.
Yes, very, very low. And then back to idle. Okay,
Oh,
Nice.
goodness.
so here we have David.
Look at that sweet little boy.
Oh, look at
He could
him.
never
Is he
hurt
not
anybody.
handsome? This
Never
lad.
do anything wrong.
All right, so he's got this kind of action that he does here. It's more really the negotiation,
Hey,
the man
what
about
are you
town.
talking about?
Ah, the negotiation.
And then he can also.
Oh!
Yeah.
Nice
Get him.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. And then he can do this, where he's, I guess, checking his watch. And then
Defensive monk
He's getting
stance.
tired of our
sneaks
stuff.
there. He looks
Looking
up. I
around.
like that. And then, you know what I forgot to show is each one of you have one more animation. You have this one.
Sean,
And this
I don't want to
one.
see that.
Oh,
Sorry, headphone users. He's killing us, guys. He's doing it.
I want this.
This one.
Oh, that one doesn't count. I got like a thing.
Visceral.
Jeez.
That,
Okay, so yes, and we do have
Put
one
that
for
away.
you
we have one for Daisy Bell as
40
well.
seconds before the level 5 hype train. You can see
Wait,
the
are
dinosaur.
we still hyping? I didn't
We're
even see
almost
that.
there.
Oh, look at that. Thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate that. All right, so let's go back.
He is
Everyone
doing
is
a
back to
murder.
their idle state.
we're alive again.
And now we can and by the way,
Now we can play the game.
I do have one for Click as well. So there's a Click
course.
and a David, of
Yeah.
course. All right, so we begin.
question is, does
No.
Click die differently than David does?
He does.
Yes.
He does. Well, they're
He
different.
would, wouldn't
He's
he?
lower
They're
than
different
Ryan.
personalities.
They're different
Yeah,
people.
different alignments. So, all right.
Your alignment determines your death.
It
throw.
does. It does.
Like a chaotic, you're like, nah.
Okay, so
Lawful
Daisy Bell has she has just departed with Dauber in tow, Dink and Donk to follow. Why don't you tell everyone what's happening with Daisy
So
Bell?
in text roleplay, we kind of determined some strategies, but when Click and Daisy were back at the nest, back at Well Equipped, they had decided that would probably be best, and with the group's allowance, to have Daisy, Dink, and Donk in tow to keep eyes, take Dauber to all the D's.
Oh, God.
If David were with him, it'd be
David,
Dahlia there
David,
too.
Dahlia, Daisy, Dink,
Guys,
Dunk,
I'm
and
sorry.
Dauber. I went down to the docks.
Oh no, you're right. They did go down to the docks. To head down to the docks. So Daisy, Dink, Donk, and Dauber go to the docks to clean up the mess that was left the night before and get everything arranged to look regular, so that when Granger shows up that night, nothing is a question. And Daisy and Dink and Donk are there to make sure that Dauber doesn't do anything untoward or turn
Keep
on
eyes
them.
on him at all
Right.
times.
But that is where Daisy has gone.
But he's
So,
such a trustworthy guy.
Yeah.
I disagree.
He's so nice and good.
As snow gently falls outside the Well Equipped, there is now a nice patter of 2-3 inches that sit on the cobblestones as the city thrums with life. It is now just approaching midday, and the plan for tonight is well in motion as Daisy has left with Dauber. The three of you sit around inside Well Equipped, and there is a bit of a gleam in the eye of Mila. There has been something, you have felt it, David. Something is amiss. Something is connecting.
I'm actually Click right now.
You
but
are Click right
I'm
now.
not wearing Click clothing. I've not changed yet. I haven't really had a good chance, so.
All right, you are Click right now. And I have Click ready here, so let's bring him up.
As you guys come back in, you'll notice Daisy isn't there. And, how was your trip? Get out what you needed to?
Yes. Where is Daisy?
She has gone with Dabba, Dink, and Donk. They're getting everything ready at the docks. Yes, it sounds rather
Yes.
poetic.
I didn't know you were a poet. Is that like a new skill you picked up?
Very funny.
All right. Dahlia, I think it's like we're not in a place to make jokes yet.
Plans are in motion, and we need to get moving.
And we're sure she's not going to kill Dauber?
Dink and Donk have been instructed to keep things secure.
Okay.
Keep it smooth, as some might say.
Could I talk to you privately for a moment, Click?
Privately.
Yes.
Where at?
Well,
I can go.
if the basement is open, then
Sure.
she'll open it up and go down.
Okay.
Before Click goes down, he's gonna eye Dahlia and just sort of give a head back down.
I think I'll mouth to him.
Good luck.
Like,
Okay. All right. Well, that changes Click's
and then I
mind.
think Dahlia just sits crisscross applesauce next to the door, like, somewhat guarding, but also like. Sure, it would be a shame if anyone were to listen to whatever's going to happen down there.
Click will casually pull up a chair, sit in it backwards, and
You,
lean on the.
Hey, teens.
Once she gets down the stairs, she also kind of pulls out a chair and sits.
So, what's up?
There's still the stench of Dauber's urine.
Forgot about that.
Probably right on the ladder, too.
The wafting of the canvas, which also leads to the sewers. There is a breeze today which brings that foul odor in. It's almost as though matching a mood in the air as Mila levels her gaze at you.
Did you read or respond to any of the letters I sent you over the years?
You mean the ones that you sent David?
Yes.
Of course, I read all of them.
Did you respond to any?
I believe I might have left a couple of little secrets in there.
Why?
What do you mean, why? You're a good rat, and you need to learn how to do things the right way.
I had no idea for the past 7 years that you and David were different, separate. David never told me or hinted at you in any of the letters.
Why would he? You were writing to him.
I thought that he had lost interest in criminal dealings and was happy, still am very happy and proud for what he's been able to accomplish over the past several years, but
Yes, he's proven himself very useful to this town.
imagine my surprise when I come back to Altamira and find out that what I thought was not the case. I believe that there was a reason he had for not telling me, and I will bring up my grievances with him about that soon enough, but I was concerned and suspicious.
Of?
You.
Good.
She's gonna get up and go over to the wardrobe, and she will pluck the journal from the top shelf and just kind of flip it in her hands. Or
A good
What-
rat indeed. So you got up to some fun while I was out.
yes, while David was out with Daisy, I found and read your journal. I'm sorry if that betrayed any of your trust, but I do not regret it.
Trust is a difficult thing to come by.
I figured that there was very little there after what I read.
Finley is peeking out from beneath your collar, his whiskers twitching, his eyes darting back and forth for signs of danger.
I have a lot of questions, and I want to understand. I believe that there was a reason, just like David, why you've written what you have wrote. But I need you to be honest with me.
Ask away.
Why did you need to write down what you did? Vulnerabilities, ways to manipulate people. I can understand the ledgers, maybe even the secrets that you had written that others had, but we're supposed to be your friends.
Supposed to be. Last night, I saw a woman cut a man directly in half. And last night she told me she didn't even have control over that action. You tell me I shouldn't be watching her back, finding things just in case she decides to turn that blade on me?
She would never.
Ooh, you didn't see her eyes last night.
I was there. I was closer to her than you were at that time.
We've had a number of conversations about fear before. Fear is something I struggled with a lot in my younger years. I've discovered something about fear, I think. Fear is a lack of knowing. You find fear in the gaps of the things around you.
Mm-hmm.
When you know something, you can watch it dance before you. You know every step it's about to take. I've written off fear a long time ago. I have become fear. Everything I write in that journal is part of that. The more I know about everyone around me, friend or foe, the better. The more I can actually do my work.
Why did you have to become fear?
Because, I spilled blood once. It's a lot easier to make people afraid of you than it is to kill everyone in the way.
So out of necessity. For your own survival.
Yes. You've been here once. The city's not very easy.
No, it is not.
I am jealous of David sometimes and the simpler life he leads. He gets to do it because of what I do. You know that, right?
Why are you hiding things from him?
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
Let's speak it plainly then.
She'll take out the letters, specifically the ones that have hints on them that he has now admitted to writing.
Picked up on those well, I guess.
I'd like to think you've taught me a thing or two about the ciphers. I do wonder if David was the one that wrote them or if you were, but...
David's a little bit of a pigeon sometimes and can be a bit emotional. Let's say he got caught up in something a bit too deep. And I don't want to see him go that way again.
Who is A? And why are you hiding that from him?
That's a very long story. I can give you the short answer, if you'd like.
If that is what you're willing to give, then I will take it. And if you need me, I don't wish to withhold information from David.
I made an oath to him a number of years back. The first and last time I have spilled blood. Though that blood unfortunately got onto his hands. Alicia. She was, an unfortunate side effect of that blood.
Did you have to frame her?
What?
Did you have to frame her?
Unfortunately, the framing went rather easily. I didn't do a single bit of it myself. But that meant for David that he lost someone important to him.
And so you hide her away. Why?
I don't hide her anywhere.
You
I
don't
simply...
tell him where she is.
I just wanted to make sure she was safe.
Wouldn't David want to know as well?
He can't know that.
Why?
He will leave this city. He would give up anything just to see her again. That is a risk I am unwilling to take. It is better to leave him in the dark.
What did she mean to him? I'd never heard, out of character, he never told me about her.
No.
No.
Never appeared in any letter.
Nope. This is new.
Ooh.
I think that's a conversation between you and him, is it not? Be very careful what you bring up to him.
When you're the DM and you wish you were actually a player in the room and could ask questions, but you can't.
I'm upstairs. I can't do anything.
How much does David know about what you do? Vice versa as well. How connected are you two? When you came up, as you saw, was divinely asking for some sort of information.
It's good to know that you can do that.
Indeed.
You see him open the journal and take a note down.
That makes me incredibly nervous. The things that you wrote were hurtful.
I write the truth, as I saw it. It's unfortunate that hurt your feelings.
There are warning flashes coming across your connection with Finley, but to this point, you can roleplay it how you want. You have been sort of ignoring them, but you can feel he's tapping at your consciousness.
I'll let him say what it is he'd like.
These are the very rationalizations found in some of the most malevolent and cruel. This is hubris on a different scale. He justifies his actions. He rationalizes criminality. Please, please, Mila, you must hear what he's saying.
Some people have been hurt so much that there is nothing else that they can do but hurt others.
You think that of me?
Do you think yourself? In the same vein.
I protect people.
Which ones?
The ones who don't go out of their way to hurt others.
I'm gonna sense motive.
Please do.
I will.
I dare you.
I will.
Oh boy.
11.
I'm just gonna roll something. I'm just gonna see how good I do.
Yeah.
What are you gonna roll?
I don't have to tell you that.
This
Well,
was
I'm not here. I just want to know.
Yeah, this
As
was
I-
recently a question in our Talking D&D, you know, the role of sense motive, and I think this
God.
is a really well played. I like this in this context, so.
I rolled a natural 20.
It was a natural.
Okay.
You cannot read
Inscrutable.
a thing.
Yeah, inscrutable,
Yeah.
exactly.
And it's honestly, I think, been that way the whole conversation. He has showed no emotional change in anger, in frustration, any of it. He's just sitting there plainly telling you information.
I am a defender. Sometimes people get in the way of me. Sometimes those people need to be heard. Do I find joy in that work? Yes.
You feel Finley shiver.
I think there is a bit of a, what's the word? A shock that kind of goes up her spine. I see.
Even Ungla said the same in his writings.
I tell him mentally, we don't say that word.
This man is throwing hands.
I say mentally, we do not say that.
I thought it.
Shut up, John.
The horned one.
Yes, Mom.
When your kid starts cussing for the first time.
Mila, what is it you truly wanted out of this conversation?
To understand,
Well, I hope you've gotten that.
I only have more questions. I cannot tell if you are being honest with me or not, which is rare for me. I tend to see through people. There's so much of what I remember of Click that I see in you. I was hurt, I was angry, but I was mostly hurt that I didn't get the chance to even know you. I didn't know you existed.
Perhaps you should think on why.
I'm assuming safety.
Almost no one knows I exist. That's on purpose. Not just my safety, Mila.
That seems like a terrible way to live.
I've written off good ways to live a long time ago.
But should you have to? You have a life just as much as David does.
David gets to have the life. I get to keep it safe.
Why? What happened between you two? What?
I owe him for the mistakes I have made, Mila. And he has done so much for me.
And you have done much for him.
Yes. It is an interesting dichotomy, he and I. But it is a balance that we keep. I protect him physically. He helps me out in a pinch when I need it. Up here. He's nice to talk to.
He is. Wonderful. I think you would be as well.
I think after this conversation you might disagree with that. I am not the boy you knew.
I know.
You knew a clicker. That's not me anymore.
I don't think it doesn't mean that you don't care.
I think the problem is that I care too much.
I would agree.
I never want to stop caring, Mila.
That makes two of us.
Good. You're a powerful ally. If you read my notes, then you are aware I am aware of that.
Yes.
We make a good team. All of us. Daisy, Dahlia, you and I.
I want to be able to trust that team. Can I trust you? Look at me. Can I trust you?
To do what?
No. No, you can't.
To have my back? And do you trust me that I will have yours?
I made an oath to Dahlia last night that if she goes too far, I take her down. If you do not do the same, I will have your back every chance I get. We stay on the path. We do not deviate. And you have my oath every chance.
Can I insight this as well?
Sure.
Come on, dice, don't do me dirty this time, please.
And you have some pluses.
You do have some pluses. He's telling you to
fine.
use them now.
Yeah, John has a million, and he's just waiting.
I don't know.
See, the trick is John wants to know his
okay, you're
motives
really good
just
at it.
as much as we do.
Absolutely.
Ooh, that's really good. That's 26.
The DM has 10 and a half.
Put that away.
Is that right?
Half.
Put that in the garbage can. I want to see that.
You sense a steely seriousness. You haven't seen Click give oaths before, but you sense he never gives them lightly.
Like I said, I protect good people in the city. You are one of them.
I'm glad you think so. The question mark you put next to whether or not I should have healed Deke was a little concerning.
I wrote that as a kid.
That's entirely fair. But I'm glad you think so.
I just question the people who sent you here.
The brothers?
Yes.
I mean, it's not like they sent me here. I more so said, hey, in 7 years I'm leaving. And they said, okay.
You were still influenced by an organization of people that might have ulterior motives that I'm not aware of.
Goodness.
This is classic manipulation, Mila. He seeks to isolate you from
He seeks
others.
to understand. I'm not leaving the brothers. There's little he knows about this.
Your mind, yeah,
Yes.
right. Yeah, I know, like
This guy doesn't know anything.
This idiot.
That would be funny.
Just understand that when I don't know a variable, I work hard to figure it out.
I will tell you all there is to know about the brothers and the sisters if that is what you wish. I promise there is no ulterior motives to what it is they are doing. They are very similar to us. They want
Good.
to help.
Good. I've just been burned by people who say they're philanthropic before.
That is entirely fair. I believe that they are true in what they do.
Well, listen. You have my hat. I will protect you.
And I will you.
Is there anything else you would like to discuss?
One more thing. If you betray me, or anyone else here, you will make an enemy of me.
Same goes for you.
That was less than reassuring.
Let's hope he doesn't.
There's a knock upon the door of Wellford.
You've watched as Dahlia over the several minutes has gone from cross-legged to just fully pressed out against the floor. I think at one point she like stands up when there's like a lull, grabs a cup, and then like tries that and is like, that's nothing. I'll just go to like the crack in the door. And then like immediately it's like jolted up and is like, oh God.
On that for a while.
I think I grab like the nearest like leather working apron I can find and just kind of like, okay, we can do this again. Is there like a place for me to look out of?
Yeah, you can see there's
windows.
a little hole through the door you can see through.
Oh,
I'm gonna look through the hole in the door before I open this door with
All right,
festive cheer.
You see what looks to be a middle-aged, perhaps, man. Describe what she sees. Garrus.
Yes, you would see a man of roughly average height. Salt and pepper hair, much more salt than pepper at this point. He looks probably, upon first glance, like mid-50s. He has a like brown and black, nicely tailored clothes, but he has an overcoat thrown over that is clearly a lot more rugged than the actual clothing that he's wearing, as well as a fine hat and a cane that he is leaning on, that he holds in his right hand.
I look at that and then I run over to like where if there's like a log or a ledger book of
Yes.
like names, I'm like flipping through and I'm like old man names like, and then I'm like that's nothing. Close it, put it back, run back to the door, and I will kind of swing it open and I will go Welcome to Well Equipped. How can I help you?
Hello, the shop. I am
the
to pick
shop.
up an order. I don't recognize you.
I'm new.
I'm going to sense motive on that.
John, can we hear this mild conversation?
I'm
No,
yelling.
this is happening while you're talking downstairs.
okay.
So this is
All right.
simultaneous.
No.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta look up my stats.
I was going to say, the moment I hear anything, it's just, huh?
Immediately.
Oh god.
Stop her! Stop her!
Don't let her talk to people.
Hey, I used to be good at this. Oh god. Get that one out of here. We don't need that.
I've only got a 12.
That's a 13 on the die.
All right. Ah, wonderful. I've been saying for weeks that David needed to get some more help. He's been running behind
He's
on
so
orders.
little, he just can't lift all the heavy leather, so I have to.
Anyways, I am RS Lodgings. I should be under Ram in the book. It's
Yep.
a pleasure to meet you.
I look through the book as though I know what I'm doing, and I don't.
I'm here to pick up an order for a couple dozen leather strips about an inch long.
Sure, I'll go look around. Do you want to wait?
I would be happy to wait inside. I usually
Yeah.
enter the building.
Awesome. Yeah.
And he will confidently step into the parlor.
I'm immediately looking around the house like, is there anything suspicious? Is there any blood anywhere? Like, anything that we didn't clean up? Like, pouring sweat as Dahlia's trying to be like, reconnect with your inner child. Be 12 again. Be good at this. And just like, can't bring it together.
There is a plate of bacon and bread on the main dining table in the room.
I think I'll gesture to that and just be like, help yourself.
I've already eaten breakfast, but thank
If you want extra breakfast, you can have some. Do you want tea or anything? Does that?
I feel like this deserves another sense motive. I'm gonna be honest
You
with you.
seem panic.
Yeah.
Regardless of
You don't
what
even have to
roll.
send-
As you step in, you see there is a fire going in the fireplace. You brush the snow off of your garments, and there is the lingering scent. You smell perfumes, and you can barely hear muted voices somewhere beneath the floor. There is a nervousness to Dahlia as she moves around. What was your roll?
I will. That is an unnatural 20.
Okay.
I mean, I'll try, but I don't think. What is?
Bluff.
Okay, I was like, what is lie? That's a 15 plus 2.
Yeah.
So not it. I think I
you'll-
run into a table and I'm just like, I cuss and then I'm like, I just drop the book and I'm like, I don't need that.
I don't think you actually work here. Is Is David here?
Yeah, somewhere. He's doing some
Are you
stuff.
holding David?
No, I'm listen, I'm not. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Again, I'm Dahlia. I'm just David's friend.
Ram,
I don't work here.
He will shake your hand and then he'll actually give you a small business card.
Thank you.
That says RS Lodgings Private Sleuth. Finds jewelry, pets, and loved ones. Solves ciphers, crimes, and capers.
That's a lot of things.
Thank you. And there's also a small address of a place in the merchant's quarter.
Huh. Great. I'll
Yes, but
pocket it, I
if
guess.
David is here, I would like to speak with him about my order.
Yeah, like, can you...
I can wait. I was perfectly willing. I was perfectly prepared to come here and wait 10 to 20 minutes.
Sure, let's wait 10 to 20 minutes. I think Dahlia doesn't want to alert him to the fact that there's like a door, like because this is under like.
Well, I think
Yes.
I'll
not
probably
visible.
probably roll a perception check because you've said David is here.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, well, then where is
Looking
he?
around to the
Probably
two
just, like,
visible
Yeah,
in
floors.
exactly.
places. Maybe he went out. I was asleep.
And there was no effort mentioned to cover because there's a chair and a rug that goes
Nope.
back over
No,
that.
Yeah, no, it's just
I was on it.
Yeah,
There is a
so-
trapdoor if you
I
roll
got a
decent.
14.
Yeah.
All right, so
I don't know how
No,
well concealed it was at this point.
given what
No, I
you
was
do,
laying on it.
there are several things that happen simultaneously. As the nervousness is with Dahlia, you're.
Sorry.
Oh,
Please
okay.
continue.
All right. No, is this something I? Okay. So, thank you, Wayne.
Somebody
We appreciate
sub.
that. As the nervousness
yeah.
is present on Dahlia, your eye casts a quick glance. If you've ever watched the show Psych,
Fantastic.
Great show.
yeah,
Good call.
boom, 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 boom. You see there's a rug pulled to the side. There's a chair off by the doorway, and there is a double-doored trap door from which you heard muted voices, which then got silent. You two hear there's someone upstairs.
I'm trying, like, I'm audibly speaking loud to another voice. I'm like, yeah, I could do that, sure.
We can wait for 10 minutes.
We could wait for 10 to 20 minutes.
Is this one?
Sorry, I've got a bad cough.
So is David down the ladder?
I stand
then?
on top of the door for a second.
I would like to speak to David just to make sure he's
sure
safe.
He's good.
So while they're doing this, do I?
Desperately trying.
She's standing on. She stands
I
on the
just don't
door.
want
I
you-
feel like
don't-
because I rolled all this, like I understand that you're not like hostile to David. You're just like
just don't
bumbling
know.
for
Yeah,
some
that's
reason.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Do I
Anyway.
recognize that voice?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I'll get you that
He's got a
tea or
distinctive
whatever.
tone and tenor.
let's just
You know
start.
exactly who this is.
So I hand up to lips. I lean in close to you and I go,
Ram, he's one of David's customers. Yes, we need to make our way up. Probably around. If you follow me, I know a way to get back up to the streets. We can come back and
Oh,
do things.
God. I'm going to have to entertain this man for longer.
This is gonna be fun.
No.
I imagine I know some quick way
Sure.
to get back up to the streets and then come around from behind by the front door.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll continue our comedy of me trying to look down the trapdoor
Or-
and
and
you
you're going with-
blocking me.
I'm just going to stand there and be like,
Yeah.
this is where I normally like to
Yeah,
stand.
because I'm
in
not
the
really
room.
gonna be like, I'm not really gonna just like physically move you or anything.
This
I'm
is
just
my
like,
preferred
This is where I
standing
like
place.
to, like, just as wide-legged as I could be over the
You see the natural grooves I've worn in the wood here? This is my place.
I've always stood here. This is everyone
I
knows that
stand all
about
the
me.
time.
Love standing.
You
Love
can be
standing.
more honest with me. I understand that you don't just stand there. I can see the door.
Okay, listen. Listen. Listen.
And then they come in.
There's like a little workshop that he has down there where he likes to work on
Yes,
stuff.
I'm sure he
We
does.
also have another friend here. She's great. You'll meet her soon. They're just having a good
I look
conversation.
forward
They're just
to it,
working
but I
through
would
stuff.
like to see them.
They will. They'll come up when they're ready to come. I sit down and they probably need me to get off the door to come up. Anyway, what do you?
Hello.
You got the 12 leather strips and what are those for?
So before we actually walk in, you see Click like straightens up the vest, reaches out for an arm for Mila to loop through.
Gonna detect chaos.
You sense chaos.
You sense, yeah.
It's chaos from inside.
and we walk in. And so, anyways, Ram!
David, I was just speaking to
Fantastic.
your friend.
Mila, please, come in,
Roll
take a
D20,
seat.
please.
17.
Oh, as you turn around, you see David. There are two things you catch. There's a bit of an adjustment, as though one has recently changed a garment. Just catches your eye. Nothing important about it. But more than this, there's a whiff. There's a scent. You faintly detect the scent of sewage as they stand in the doorway.
Pleasure to see you again, Ram. I assume you're here to pick up your order.
I am.
Fantastic. I
didn't-
believe it is waiting just. That's fine. You haven't been working here very long.
Yes. I don't think she's been working here at all, in fact.
You figured me out really quick. I'm so sorry.
That's always you, Ram.
I think I caught
She would probably be better if you did, in fact,
Oh.
hire her.
Apologies. This is Ram
yes,
Shackle
Ram.
Lodgings.
Will you hire me officially so I don't have to
Yes,
lie about
RS Lodgings. Sure. Make your acquaintance. Here, I'll have you. You can have one of these as well. Same business card passed to you.
Well, it's my
Yes.
second job. I have
Of
plenty
course I
jobs.
do. It says it right there on the card.
Look at it.
I have a number
It
of
would
these
depend on the
cards.
case.
I think
if you
the
wish,
hard
if you
cut
wish
to
for
a
a
table where there's
consultation,
just
you
a
can visit
stack.
my office at any time.
Would soon? Do you have any availability?
I'm always available for more cases. I love the work I do.
Why? Do you need a pet found? Did Finley go missing? and I look
Finley
at
is
him right
still
there.
And he is not a pet. He is Finley. He is
That's true. He's a guy.
No, there was a woman that I met previously. Her name was Kiana.
He'll pull out. He has a small pouch on his left side as well. He'll pull out a little journal and start jotting stuff down.
She recently found herself in
Roll D20, please.
immense amount of debt. 10.
10.
Uh,
Okay. there's something that flashes across his face when you say the name Kiana, but you can't quite place it.
Interesting.
Do you know her?
Why don't we all take a seat?
Yes, I can get us a drink. This
I already did it.
Oh.
It's a very badly made cup of tea where there's like little bits of like leaves kind of everywhere, and I was like just.
David will head to the
just
back
one
of the
cup.
workshop to gather what you've requested while you guys talk.
she'll pull out
He
a
will
chair for you. And
take a small sip of the tea, and you would notice when he does that, his hands do tremble lightly. Just
all the time.
yeah. You would have probably also noticed it when he shook your hand. To be fair, I have met with Kiana at least once, yes, but she didn't seem very forthcoming about any issues she may have had.
No, she
So why'd she come and visit you?
Ah, she didn't.
Didn't-
We are otherwise acquainted.
I think Dahlia's doing some arithmetic in her head of like, Kiana works at the tickling feather.
Okay, so
And it's like,
all right, so for our mad
I don't need to
chatters,
ask
there might
about
be some
this.
confusion. So if you've not watched
we are
all of
otherwise
Tears of
acquainted.
Aihrde, what are you doing? You should be watching all of Tears of Aihrde. But Kiana appeared in an episode a few sessions ago where she actually works at the Tickling Feather. The Tickling Feather, she is a professional woman, let's just put it that way, and had fallen on hard times. Mila actually reached out to her, tried to curry some favor with her helper, but she told the tale to the party. Her father had passed, and her father, in passing, also left behind debts, significant debts, and she was obliged to them. But it is very interesting that now this gentleman appears, Ram, and when he notes that he knows Kiana, then of course you can imagine where the minds of the party go.
I think I just like start cocking my head at a different angle. I'm like,
Mila's face starts getting a little
no.
redder.
Yes, no, he'll continue onwards after saying that they were otherwise acquainted. And say, but she wasn't very forthcoming about any issues that she may have had. I did offer, of course, being a private sleuth, I offered to take any cases that she may have had, but she didn't seem very keen on taking only me up on the offer. Said something about being worried for my health.
That I think is fair of her.
Dahlia laughed.
To be an insult, and just simply that the people that she is mixed up with.
No, it's
they
quite
can be
all right.
quite
I understand I
dangerous,
look
and
quite frail upon first glance.
And second.
And second.
And third.
As David comes back to the table, but that's why you've been asking for these, correct?
Yes,
He
yes.
hands you several leather strips, neatly cut.
Unrolls a nice. It's very as
excellent.
showy as is possible.
Just as well made as I have come to expect from you, David.
Good work.
Place
As always, I hope.
pouch. Yes, of course.
How much money do you give me?
That's a good question. Enough for the strips.
I mean, leather strips aren't terribly
Yes,
expensive.
I don't imagine it's too
$20.
expensive.
Hand it over.
3 gold.
Sounds wonderful. As always.
The classic price for 12 leather strips.
You had mentioned something about a job that she was unwilling to just let you go on.
Yes, I had offered to look into the debt situation for her, but she again said that if I myself were to go looking into the men that come and take her money, then they would probably beat me up and leave me in an alley somewhere. And I'm sure you know the deal.
Well, I'm certain you can better defend yourself from them now.
Well, I try, yes.
Dahlia's trying to do the math of like, what? How?
Oh,
Sorry, I mean, this is your stuff.
it's armor pieces for.
Well, I'd be
Ren.
happy to show you. In fact, he'll take off his leather coat and open it up and pull, and you can see inside there's like a pocket, and where inside there's sewn many, many leather strips around the inside of the coat.
And I look at the stitching and I'm like, Ram, you know I can do a better job than that.
The stitching doesn't need to be good. His hands are still trembling. The strips just need to be in the coat.
I understand that you're tight on cash, but I'd be willing to sew in leather strips for just a small
I
fee.
understand that you are a very busy man, David. You sometimes have issues fulfilling orders. I can't ask you to just do work for free for me.
Well, all right. If it's good enough for you, then it's good enough for me.
I think it looks pretty cool.
Yes, I recently had a bit of a scrape and needed some leather strips to repair. One of my other coats.
What happened?
Oh, you know, a couple of men, knives, trying to shake me down for my money, that sort of thing.
That's actually, yeah. I get
That tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yes, it is an unfortunate consequence of being in Altamira.
Indeed.
Yes.
Greatest city in the world.
Kiana, would you be willing?
I would absolutely be willing to take the case. The only reason I held off was because she did not seem to want me to look into it as a result of the danger, but I would be happy to look into
Can
it.
always assist as well.
Well, I...
Have some time, right?
I got time.
For this evening? If you are available, that is.
Yes, you've just reminded me. We do have quite the busy evening, do we not?
Evening. Yes.
Yes. Night, even.
But it is midday, and it
You
is
going to a
possible
party
we
of
could-
something?
An event.
Ah, of course.
An event.
I nod without saying anything. I don't. I was gonna
I've
say.
only got a 12.
You see yes
No,
forming on Dahlia's lips, and then she just goes.
Yeah. It's certainly at least an event.
Yeah,
You're not exactly
agreed.
sure what kind, but
We have a question in chat.
he's not
which
giving
is
you all the information.
Probably good for me to go ahead and pause quickly. So, Pat and others who joined late, Daisy is actually accompanying Dauber to clean up the crime scene and prepare for what's going to happen tonight with Jameis Hollander. So,
With Granger. right?
Granger. Yeah. So, yeah.
Hey!
Maybe I've said more than I should have. With Granger. So
be a different
Daisy
fight.
and Dauber are there, and yes, this is not my wife. Okay, all right, resume.
That's true. I'm not married to
She's an
John.
extremely talented actress.
Yeah.
I've always said
She's
it.
so good.
She's
She's
so
great
good.
at
She just
costuming.
disappears into the character.
Yeah,
really does.
fully gone.
I guess that we could spare a couple of hours, or at least you all could.
Yes. I at least always have time to take a case.
And obviously, we would pay you. Of course, I'm not sure how much it would be.
It would depend on the actual work that needs to be done to get to the bottom of whatever this is.
Would it be more than 38 gold?
Depends. It might be, but perhaps.
How about instead a trade of goods?
That's what I was
for
going to
services?
suggest because, of course, I appreciate the work
How about a
that
nice
David does.
replacement set of armor that I make from scratch?
That would be wonderful.
Maybe something
in
a little bit
fact.
better than your
And I could
coat.
assist
Well,
in
as a
sewing.
new-
Subtle.
As a new hire, I fully agree with this decision.
Subtlety is my speciality.
And I can assist in sewing, or I'm a gifted healer.
I do find myself in need of healing on occasion.
Then if we do this, I would be more than happy to assist. Where
Wonderful. Then the case would be getting to the bottom of, and I assume stopping the debt collection for
Yes.
Kiana. Excellent, excellent.
I just find it incredibly unfair that a
Father
father die.
taps your consciousness. I like him. We should replace Click with him.
Is this how John tells me that I'm kicked off the show?
You're fired. I'm so sorry.
I know I'm going on vacation next week,
This
John.
is the pink slip right here.
You're being replaced by the older model.
Mila chokes out her tea for a moment. Finley, that is. We are not doing that. I do like him though. He
Are you
does
saying
very
that out
well.
loud?
No.
Okay.
No, he's coughing. It's like, I'm sorry.
I think we could
choked
assume
on
99.
something.
I know it was a bad cup of tea. I was nervous. I'm sorry. It's a bad cup of tea.
I've had worse.
Click.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Think about it.
Stop.
Don't answer now.
Sleep on it.
Yes, but if the three of you would be willing to accompany me, we could speak to Kiana, and I'm sure she would be much more willing now that I've got such strong individuals as yourselves to back
you
me
want
up.
I think
you
that's
want
a
me?
great
You're looking
idea.
at you're looking at a 5'2" scrawny little man. You want me to come along?
Well, I assumed you might want to just ride along in the investigation for fun.
Yeah, why not?
Or do you have to stay back?
No,
and
I mean
do
that
work
sounds like
here?
actually a really fun.
I don't expect us to
afternoon.
actually
I mean, if it
fight anybody. Usually when I do investigations, they don't. I try not to actually fight people.
As I should
I try
hope.
to get the information
If it is
But you
as
do
safely
fight
as
people?
possible. I mean, it happens occasionally.
along.
It turns out that when you're looking into criminals, they don't tend to appreciate it. Funnily enough.
Chelsea.
That's so crazy.
Is he doing a very good
Just
David
kind of
accent?
scratching her head.
It sounds
I
like
hate it. Oh, I hate this. He's doing a very good David accent.
I would love to come along. Sounds like a thrilling afternoon.
Yes, I think that sounds excellent. Shall we then adjourn to, I suppose, the Tickling Feather?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Midday visit. Nothing like
Last
it.
I left off with Kiana, she was a bit upset at me for attempting to help. I think she saw it as me pitying her, so I'm not
Perhaps
sure.
some friendly new faces are in order.
Yes, perhaps.
At least I had not met her. I did see her in passing, I believe.
Perhaps?
You had described
was
her, and I
the-
believe
yes,
that she
the one
bumped
that-
into me on my way out.
Yes.
She seemed to be in a bit of a fit.
Yes.
Understandably,
Yes.
of course.
Yes, of course.
Yes, this would probably be a conversation that would be best be had. I don't imagine all of us will be allowed into the room in the Tickling Feather, so I imagine we might want to wait or have
you
her
are
come
an
outside to speak with us.
investigator, so
I mean, yes, I could go and have the conversation, but I feel like without her seeing for herself that I do in fact have help, she still will be as
Right.
reticent as she was originally.
I will say that the Tickling Feather is not known for its divulging of information unwillingly. If Kiana were to come outside, we could perhaps have a better meeting.
Yes.
It's about lunchtime, right? Take her to lunch.
What,
That
around what time
sounds like
did
an
she
excellent
leave
idea.
The Tickling
Thank you.
Feather when we had found her. And
Oh,
saw
it was late afternoon when she went to the Siren Springs.
It'll be around the time once we get there, perhaps.
I have a good reputation with Alossa, the proprietor of the Tickling Feather, if we need to perhaps
know you got
convince
good
her to
relationships
allow
over there.
Kiana to leave for a small amount of time. I'm certain she's on the clock, but
This is the tea.
Dahlia's like, good relation, sure. All right.
shall we make our way across town?
I think that would be for the best.
Yes. As we go, I want to cast Detect Good, the
Okay.
alignment,
Okay.
and just have
Me?
we have a little look-see around.
Me?
Because it does allow me.
Yep, you can do it in a cone. I
Yes.
believe it lasts
Yes,
for a
yeah,
little
you
bit.
can do a cone, and it takes time.
Cone,
So you do it as you're.
cup,
It's,
bowl,
Your choice,
whatever
really.
you want. It's your choice.
It's up to 3 rounds.
Sprinkles.
That'll
Cylinder.
tell you
Yeah.
things.
Increasingly more information, yeah.
Yeah, presence or absence of good is first
Right.
round. Second round is number of good auras.
Right.
Creatures, objects, or spells in the area, and the power of the most potent good aura.
I am so good.
Who's the most good?
Who is the goodest?
And
It's
the
not
third
me.
is the power and location of each aura.
Yeah. So third round would be when you can tell
Right.
who is
so
good
as you're
specifically.
walking along the streets of Altamira, your feet crunching in the snow, people passing you by, horses, carriages, but here in the low quarter, mostly just scrabbling along on 2 legs. And you see Mila seems to be intent, concentrating. As the idle chatter pursues, Mila, you sense there is the presence of good near you. You do sense good here from Ram. Last name, Shackle.
No, middle name. Last name Logic.
And then you do sense from David.
Well, I am Click right now.
Oh, you are Click right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just doing a
He's
David
pretending to be
impression.
David at the moment.
I missed that part. Okay,
because
yes.
I Click was downstairs and
Yes.
suddenly realized
okay,
he had
yes.
to put on
Okay,
the
so
act,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Then yes, no good. No sense of good. I told you. You hear Finley say. And from Dahlia, you sense good.
That is heartwarming. Okay.
Heartwarming and heartbreaking.
It's a little. You scare me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am fear.
Oh
My God, I'm gonna push you over.
As you do this concentration, again, it's Finley constantly just pushing on you, and he seems to be growing more and more concerned with Click. But in moments, you find yourself before the Tickling Feather. You see the 3-story structure, little smoke wafting out from a chimney atop it, and there are a couple of ladies standing in the windows looking out over passersby. You see men walking past, some surreptitiously looking and then just putting their heads down.
Ram will tip his hat at one of the ladies in the window.
And hold on, let's see. You see the lady in the window. as she waves at Ram, clearly familiar with him, and darts away.
I think Dahlia at this point will like square up next to like Click and just kind of like elbow him a little and be like, "Who's this guy? Who's this guy?"
I don't know a lot about him.
Okay. All right. I shake your hand and I go, "Glad we're in the same boat."
He's one of David's friends.
That checks out. That checks out.
So, go ahead.
So we're trying to get Kiona out of there. Madame Annalie might be a good, as the proprietor, might be a good one to talk to. I realized my notes, I wrote it down wrong.
Yes, I'm sure that she would agree to allowing me to take Kiana out for a lunch or something similar.
Fantastic. We'll wait outside on you then.
Excellent. I will return shortly, and he'll cane into the building.
Milo waits across the street and just kind of stares a little bit.
Where you
And
did last time we
can
were
wait
here.
in a place that maybe would be advantageous if they were to like look out a window. It could be like, I'm with 3 strong people. Here they are.
Okay. All right, so you go in by yourself?
Yes.
All right, as you cane your way up the stairs, you do see Madame Alassa. She sits by the side of the doors, couched on a divan, reclining back, and she has what looks to be a hookah in one hand, wisps of smoke spiraling up in the air, the scents, the perfumes,
smile.
and the incredible allure. This is a place you're familiar with, and actually you do see Kiana looking somewhat bored, sitting on a couch, and when you walk in, her eyes perk up. And she stands and she looks over at you. You also see Zoastra, a very familiar face, blonde, and curly hair. She kind of walks by, and there's a bit of a competitive allure between these as Kiana walks over to you. So soon?
It's, well,
That's all, folks.
actually,
Bye, everybody.
Blue Box signing out. Good night.
We'll see you next week,
I want
everybody.
to speak with you about the matter that we discussed previously, the case that I wished to take, but you didn't. You said not. I have secured some help that I wish to, perhaps if you would be willing to accompany me for lunch, I could introduce you to them, and you could see if they would be sufficient to protect my august personage.
August.
John hadn't found a soulmate. Somebody who understands him here.
I'm feeling this right now, Garrett. Yes.
Stop.
So she looks.
Click that.
She looks out the door, and it's not been closed yet as the snow blows around. She sees Dahlia, and you're in their company.
Yes, I actually ordered leather from David. He does fine work, and they
We
happened
have some
to.
of his work here. Yes.
Yes,
Nice.
they
It's already
of
been
course.
established.
Yes, I know.
As I'm sure you're well familiar with, I am a sleuth. I
Nice.
hand out my business cards to those I meet because I enjoy taking cases. And the young lady out there mentioned your plight, and I mentioned.
Shh. Can you speak more quietly, please? You project as though you're in theater.
Well, it's practice. I'm sorry.
I cannot take a lunch break. I'm not given such.
Well, I mean, obviously your time will be paid for. Here, I will speak to the madame.
No. She cuts a glance over. No. It's fine. If they're with you, go to my father's home, my home. It's in the docks. If you travel down the thoroughfare, the main way, third somewhat ramshackle house on the right, it has a thatched roof, and you'll see outside I've hung a small chair. It's not much, but it dangles from a rope, and I like to sit and look at the water. If you what's this?
It's Cameron.
The way that I wrote Lil Chair. In case we forget where the house is.
You can, as long as you have them with you. But again, these are dangerous men, Ram, and well, you're not.
Well, I assure you I've dealt with dangerous men before. I've not been an investigator for 30-odd years by sitting around doing nothing.
If you say so. Be careful. Your kinder than most, and I don't want to see something bad happen to you.
I will be as careful as I can be.
She looks over at Alana and clearly is concerned about the perception that's happening here with her work, and so she, next time then, yes?
Of course, of course.
You see Zoastra walks over to the doorway and peers out at you.
Good day.
Coming back in?
Not today.
All right then. She turns.
Right as she's turning, he gives her a little wink.
Dahlia elbows him and goes, leave him wanting more.
She winks back, and in moments, Ram comes back out of the tickling feather. Just
He will
a
walk
little
up,
flush to his face.
step his cane. We will be meeting Kiana later at her father's house near the docks.
No, she did not say she would meet you later.
we
She
are just
gave
going
you the
there.
directions
Okay.
to. Yeah, she doesn't need to attend with you.
Yes. Then we will be heading to Kiana's father's house near the docks for some investigative work.
You seem rather excited to say that.
I enjoy my job a great deal. Now, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to stop by my office first to pick up a few things. I also don't generally, when I do actual investigation, like to appear as myself. I will disguise myself
You know,
when I
Ram,
come
I don't
back
believe
out.
I've been to your office before.
Well, I'm sure you'll enjoy seeing it. Feel free to follow
Fantastic.
along.
Yes. We shall.
All right, so he then leads you through the streets of the low quarter of Altamira. It takes you past the gates, a nod from the merchants, from the guards, the guard in the merchants' quarter, and takes you to describe what they see.
Yes, so there is just a single door with the letters RS Lodgings Private Sleuth printed on it. There's a small slit to the right of the door that says, if I'm out, drop case files here. And once you enter, there is a desk, a carpet, a couple of chairs in front of the desk, one behind it, and a trunk in the very back of the room. And that's it. There is no other furnishing.
No paintings.
There's no paintings. There's nothing on
Is
the
there any
walls.
more room
Another
than that?
floor or
No,
anything?
it's just the one room.
Do you live here?
Yes.
Wait,
Here,
part?
I'll show
On
you.
the desk?
He'll go back to his trunk, take a key out from his pocket, open it up, and it is a trunk that, like, the two top halves of the chest fold out separately. There is a cot that he takes out from it, and under that there are makeups, clothes, contacts, wigs. He has a disguise trunk that he uses.
wow.
Click, go ahead and roll D20.
You live it rough. This is for impression. I rolled a 10 on my dice.
No, it's a 10 on the die, and I'm doing knowledge local,
yep.
which you would have a huge benefit to anyway. So, no, you know of Ram. You've obviously, no one like this would escape your attention, and you have found him to be of. He's newer in this profession and of middling skills in your impression.
Fantastic.
Would I have ever, like, did I ever sell potions in this area? Or, like, would I have any, like, childhood memories of, like, this specific, like, here's this weird room?
I'll let you roleplay that as you wish. Yes.
I literally just rent out a room from, like, a
Yeah.
shopkeep, so I'm just in, like, the back. But you also, if you guys want to give perception checks right now, Ram is currently in disguise.
Nat 20.
Look at that, John. He's taking your job. He's taking all our jobs.
I'm good with this. I think
Yeah.
it's an appropriate way to do it. And you have had this sense from Finley multiple times that while he likes this individual, that there's something more than meets the eye.
Both of you would actually notice that the white in his hair doesn't appear to be fully natural. It's a little bit chalky. And the wrinkles on his face, some of them aren't actually there. They're just makeup that he's put on. He is much younger than he makes himself appear to be. He is more accurately like a late 30s guy.
I think Dahlia would be like, hey, you got a little snow, and like would go to like kind of dust off, like without like just reaching across like wherever, just kind of like wiping it off, and then like pulling her hand back and being like,
Yeah, if you'd wipe off a little bit of like his mustache, you'd see that it's darker, but where you have wiped it off, and he goes, "Oh well, surprise!"
Oh, you said you wanted to go in disguise. Anyways,
Yes.
I didn't doubt your abilities to be doing it now.
Most people tend to underestimate the elderly, as I'm sure you have seen.
Yes, I hope you haven't been taking advantage of my prices.
Did you give a senior's discount?
I have been.
I didn't know that. You never mentioned it. Did you just factor it into the total?
I did. It was a rather kind gesture I thought I was making.
I
you
appreciate
don't normally
it.
tell someone that they're getting a senior's discount. I used to sell potions out here. You can't be like, you're old. Let me
A good
give me less
salesperson would
money.
not make that point. I would just do it.
Well, I appreciate it. We can discuss this later.
It's fine.
If you don't wish to see me change, I would recommend you leave the office.
Right.
Great. Hey, boss, you
It's
see
somewhat
that?
hurtful how quickly
Bringing
they
in more money
vacate.
for the company. Right? Right? Come on. Come on.
Because
Do you think he might be able to assist us? I mean, we are very.
What is that? How'd that go again?
We're very visible. Remember?
Oh, you mean in disguising?
Yes.
I'm rather good at that too.
Help.
Yeah, good point.
We could ask, but what is the point? You're talking about the glowing eyes.
Yes,
that you-
yes, I
That
am
one's a
talking
little.
about the
I don't
glowing
actually
eyes.
have any way to change that. Now he seems
he
like he might have
does.
some.
He's got something. Probably. Maybe.
it's got a whole
I'm going
trunk.
to ask.
With an ask.
Yeah, and maybe something for you as well. Maybe a wig of some
cool
sort.
wig,
You do
yeah.
have a lot of red hair.
I do.
I can change that color if you would like.
But it's so pretty.
I think I look like at your hair and like think about back to childhood when it was just like jam that you smeared in your hair. And I'm like, I'll think about it.
All right,
I'll think on it.
I've got a lot of options.
I'd like to hear them.
So, since I am an infiltrator, I can
Yes.
change disguises with only 1d3 minutes of work, as
Yes.
opposed to 1d3
Right.
times 10 minutes. So
Right.
that would be
That works.
3 minutes of work. But I'm going to roll the d20 and use a point of inspiration, which
Okay.
is the special
Wow.
resource that investigators
That's right.
get.
He gets that as a resource. So
It is
add
what
that.
I can do with it is spend 1 point of inspiration to add a d6 to
Right.
any skill
Yeah.
check.
Right.
This is for the benefit of the audience.
Yes.
You also don't have to roll it until after you roll your d20.
Yeah, you can
That's
roll
true.
your d20 and choose.
But I'm going to be doing it anyways
just wanna
because
be
I
really
want
good
to.
at it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You want to be very good.
And that would give me a 19, I believe,
Ooh, that's crazy.
Pretty good.
which is
Okay,
8
8, 4,
plus,
12. Okay, all right.
plus
All right.
7 plus 4.
Okay.
And out would step a 20-something-year-old elven man.
So-
Feel free to roll perception if you would like to see through the disguise.
I don't think I need
No,
to.
no, they don't
I
need
know
it.
it's
Yeah.
you.
They know.
I got a nat 1 on that.
Everyone else sees it clearly.
He'll-
Dahlia is completely
he'll pull
perplexed.
I grab the hilt of my sword.
Yeah, he'll
and
pull
I'm
the ears
like,
and say, "It's me, Ram."
You're good at this. Hey, he's good at this.
So for
Sorry,
you, Click,
scared
as
me.
one who does this, you are impressed by the speed at which this was done, but you are not so impressed with
I've
the
seen better
quality. You've
disguises.
seen better disguises, but the speed with which this was done is impressive.
Oh, it'll pass eyes at a distance. It's very good, Ram.
Thank you. It's all it ever needs to do is make people know that it's not me.
Yes.
Are you good at disguising other people?
I have done it a time or two.
I mean, I'm sure you've noticed I have.
Eyes, yes.
Yes, and they're quite bright.
Yes.
People tend to remember them.
Yes.
Do you
I
have anything that might assist?
know of things that definitely would help. I don't know if I have any in my trunk at the moment, but I know that I had a person in Avignon who made quite excellent alchemical extracts that you could soak contacts in, and they would help with things like that. I don't know if I have any. He'll go back into his office and start rifling through his trunk.
could use her hair color.
Oh, of course. I have many wigs. Follow me.
Yeah.
We're following, I think. Have you been to Avignon before?
Yes, I'm originally hail from a small town to the west of Avignon and east of Kemi on the road between.
Interesting.
My family runs an inn up there. If you've been to the lodgings, that's us. You go to the lodgings because that's where people stay.
Oh, I get it.
Thank
Mia's
you.
gonna
That's
take out her
fun.
journal
Yes.
and start
I like
leafing
that.
through, like, towards near the beginning-ish. Like, a solid... Like, if you took the... Have it, and then have that again. That's
Yeah.
about where she starts.
So a quarter?
Yes, thank you. Goodness, my word.
Yeah.
Dahlia starts leaning over to read over your shoulder. I'm just like a looming presence of like.
I'm just looking for something. She just keeps leafing through.
Wigs.
Yes, I'll help you do that. I guess I'll be making the disguise check
I've
probably.
done this
I was
before.
trying.
You can aid me if you would like.
Guidance.
It's
Why not?
You've
How
got
would
this.
you
You've
aid
done
it?
I don't.
this.
So I'll
being
aid-
very still and nice the whole time.
The most perfect subject. She's very, very still as you attempt this.
Wonderful.
And I guide you.
So I have an extra +1. Is that? I'm gonna go ahead and use inspiration on that because this is not a high
burning all of
number.
it here at the
Because I
start.
can. Yeah. 18. So 16. Not too great.
I have too much like regular hair that I don't have
you could
some
tell.
sort of
You could
wig
tell
cap for.
one, he's not used to working on women. Two, your size. He
I
struggles
got a
like
big head.
matching. Yeah, you're large. Your head's large. You're just.
You have a lot more hair than I do.
I do. Well, I used to have more.
well, so one
Yeah.
side of her head is shaved.
Yes.
This is difficult for you to handle as well. But it's not bad.
I've been there before.
You've stayed at the
I've stayed
Ah.
at the lodgings. It was a fantastic time. It was only
Did you leave
a
a
few days.
review on it in your?
Yes, in fact I did. Well, I wrote about it.
Anachronism. Anachronism.
Dahlia like puts her head. I'm like,
Shame.
you would write nice things about a place that you stayed when you were 13. That's
Yes, it was during my travels from Kemi to Avignon. We had to take it by carriage. It was a great place. They were very kind. Interesting.
Happy to hear it.
small world.
What just happened?
Jinx.
We should go.
Yes.
Go. I think.
wait.
I'll make a disguise check for you as well.
Oh boy.
That's better. I'm using 3 whole
wow.
uses of. You're set. You've got like a 24, I think.
Yes, he does quite a bit better with you.
You're wearing 2 eye
I
patches.
did in fact have. I do in fact still have a small solution of the contact liquid, so I'm able to get that for you, and that suppresses the glow a little bit. It does tingle. It does tingle a little bit when you put it on. Yeah, you might cry for a couple of minutes. That's
I
normal.
Can't stop.
Anyways,
It's okay.
So this whole time, Click has been outside the front door, just watching the merchant quarter move.
Yeah.
And seeing people pass by. He saw no need to go back in for these disguises.
Yeah. And as he does, you see-
David, did you want to be in disguise at all?
I'm all right.
All right.
I think I'm
Okay.
wearing like a black bob, like just like a very short
Now, how
haircut.
does that work with all the hair you've got under that?
I don't know, not good. At 16,
the bald cap-
approximately.
The bald cap is a little bit bunched on one
Yeah,
side.
you can tie a pretty tight bun and it should be fine. You
Yeah.
can kind of.
All right, so this will be next week's cosplay. So be ready for that.
I'm gonna have 2 wigs on.
2 wigs. Okay, so
Get an Edna.
and by the way, thank you, Tracy. Everyone got a +1.
Yes, he has a
Almost
couple
like
of mirrors
Betty
in
And
his
Ram,
trunk.
What color
you
lights
got
does she have?
you got a couple extras.
Green or brown? Oh, so I have +1.
You have +1.
Oh.
For
So
the new
Ram,
boy.
Tracy gave. Thank you, Ren Reb. Appreciate that.
For the new kid in town.
All right, so for sake of time, let's move this forward a bit. So
Yes.
you make your way out of the merchant quarter through the low quarter into the docks. As you follow the directions that Kiana gave, the normal thoroughfare is happening here all through the quarter, and you do find that house exactly as she described. A small chair swings on a thin rope outside of a small hut that has a thatch roof to it, and as you approach, You can see it's somewhat dilapidated. The windows, one of them has been broken through, and the door is closed but slightly ajar. Looks as though perhaps it's been bent on the frame. Clearly the picture of poverty, even in the midst of poverty. Here in the low quarter, this is symbolic of squalor as you approach it.
She mentioned she has siblings. I'm not sure if they're here right now. I don't actually recall how old she stated they were, but just
She said she had a little brother.
be careful. In case he is here, we don't want to alarm him. of
And
course.
how frequently did she say they came to take money?
She didn't.
We
She said,
know.
yeah,
Weekly.
not to you. Yeah. So
2
yes.
siblings,
Okay.
1 12, 1 9. Also.
Yes. Thank you.
Did you write it down?
I think I wrote it down somewhere.
Sometimes I take
Then-
notes that are helpful instead of just little chair.
I will, I guess, start off by just walking around the area and just giving a scan around to see if there's anything
Okay.
that sticks out to me.
You see the strange ram begins walking around the perimeter. What are the rest of
Yeah.
you doing?
Trying really hard to not swing in that swing because I know I'm too big and I'll break
Oh,
it.
you would crush it, yes.
But I want to swing on it
But it
so
looks fun.
bad. I'm not going to.
As we arrive, Click is aware that thugs and people hide around corners in this area, keep eyes on places that might be important to them, people and such. He's looking for the gaps, for the man who might be peering around a corner, for someone looking a bit too inconspicuously in our direction.
Okay. And you, Mila?
I think Mila, seeing this home, immediately feels bad. The fact that a woman who has lost her father in grieving, has all of this debt, has these siblings that she's suddenly trying to take care of, and this is where she lives. And I think she's just gonna go to the window and start mending it. And just try to get some sort of
Nice.
health back to the home.
Very nice.
Is there any sort of like grass or anything like, or any like little plants, anything
Yeah.
like that anywhere?
I mean, this is
Winter.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
winter. You
fair.
have scrabbled weeds that are drying and desiccated, but there's not much. Only faunas and places like that are really curated with soul.
I think I'll kind of like head to those sort of like grassy bits that are starting to die, and just sort of in Sylvan over them, like trying to look somewhat inconspicuous, like kicking rocks a little bit, but just be like, hey, when spring comes by, you be extra nice this year. Okay?
Roll d20.
Okay.
And both of you do the same.
Okay.
The two of you.
Not.
What's it, 2?
I think my nature is pretty.
I
cool.
also
Yeah, no,
have an
that's a-
18 on the die.
218.
No, we have multiple things. So you are able quickly to mend. You see the shattering of the window, and this is the poorest of poor glass. You know, it's wavy and corrupt anyway, but you do mend it successfully back together. It's just designed to let light through and keep cold out.
Yes.
And in moments, it is repaired. You both had 18s?
Yes.
Okay. As you're walking around, you head through the perimeter. You can see there are footsteps in the snow leading directly from the house. And being the investigator you are, they would match the 12 and 9-year-old sort of children moving about, running off. Looks like they've gone off for the day as you follow the tracks of the prints. As you speak to the grass, it's hard to connect. It's stubborn. The cold is down in its fiber, but you still do manage to speak to it. It's just really hard. It's sad. It's sad grass.
I imagine too, like, genuinely, I think Dahlia has a very hard time connecting with nature in the city at all. And so, like, I think is making an attempt and is just like, man, anything I try with this stuff,
Yes.
like,
Yes,
it
yes.
doesn't, like, why won't you like me?
No, yeah, exactly. But even in this, it's plaintive. It would much rather be where you were. It
Yeah.
does not want to be here in this godforsaken city of Altamira, freezing in the cold. And
I'll,
I resent
I'll
that.
dig up. I'll dig up just enough of like a little bit of a root system, and I'll pocket it to propagate it, and then take it to the woods
All right.
later.
Yeah, you dig up Okay. You dig up a bit of the grass, and as you're doing this, as you're looking around, something catches your eye in the doorway. You who have done this many times, you see not something scribbled with charcoal, but carved into the doorway.
I'll wait for Ram to come back around. And,
Ram comes walking back around.
Seems like the children are not here. They seem to have run off for the day.
Then I think we can do a little bit of snooping.
Of course.
I prepared the window.
And a fine job you did.
Why don't we head on in?
I hold out my hand and there's just a little bit of grass. And I put it back in my pocket and I don't say anything about it. And then I nod and I say, let's go inside.
Inside. I'm gonna go last.
Okay.
pause for a moment in the doorway and peer down at the symbols.
Okay. As you open the door, it is clean inside, but it is the picture of poverty. You can see that Kiana has done her best to keep things swept, keep things put away, but it is Spartan in the highest degree. There are just a handful of cups and utensils. There are bits of dried jerky that sit on the counter neatly laid out, as though given for children to be able to have when they want it. You see Click kind of lingers behind a bit, and as you look in the doorway, you see carved in the door is an inverted triangle, a pair of crossed daggers, an open palm, and a broken chain.
And I imagine as a man who knows thieves can't.
Nice.
You go.
Nice.
The favor.
Oh, boy.
Do these symbols strike me with any meaning?
So some of them look familiar to you, but these are not your style of cant. These are something different. So go ahead and roll d20, and I'm going to show this to the
Yes, please.
viewers as well.
Go get it. Go let him see.
Go let him see. Go let him see.
I have no clue.
Go let him
Gosh
see.
darn it. I'll
Is it-
tap you on the way in.
Is this some
I
sort
don't
of
want that.
knowledge check?
Yes, I have your stats here. Just give me your raw roll.
I'm trying to decide if I want to use some pluses or not.
Started off the day with a tense
Do I have to just
conversation.
say I'm going to use the inspiration that chat gave me before I roll my d20?
Yes.
Okay, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Do it.
Because it's for skill checks, and I'll save my pluses for combat if
All
I
right.
get into that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
right.
18 total between the two dice.
Okay. Yeah, this is not hard for you. So, you know the triangle, inverted as it is, gives indication of, in cant, that it is a place where there is a debt and danger. So, that danger sign, then followed by the crossed daggers, signifies conflict or struggle. And then the open hand beneath it signifies demand for payment. Like this is a hand demanding payment
Yep.
that sits atop it. And then the broken chain represents debt.
Okay. So it's danger, conflict, demanding payment, and debt.
Yep. Carved into the doorpost.
And here's another fun question. As a man who has made his way around to the various random organizations, does this strike me as one of those?
Roll knowledge local. I'll give you what you're rolling on this one.
A 7 on my dice.
A 7 on the, yeah. Yes, actually, because again, it's you.
Yeah.
Others would.
I
not.
live here.
You live here, and you're so connected.
You do criminal stuff.
Yes. There are there are many underbellies to the low quarter, and there are gambling rings which touch on both the Gogs, the Thieves Guild, and others. Sometimes associating with the Yellow Knives, sometimes associating with the Gogs. This is one of those offshoots. To you, this cant is suspect. It is low grade.
Yeah.
It is counterfeit.
It's easy to read.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's almost too literal.
Yeah, exactly. It's the cant of
roast
fool.
these guys.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is some sort of gambling ring that I know exists. Maybe
Baby's
is it
first
below?
camp.
Is it a sewer? Like they
No,
have a room
so you
down
don't
there?
know that. You don't know specifically
great.
what this
Okay.
is, but you have, yes, you know of these sorts of things.
And that it would probably be one of these cheap gambling rings, just trying to get their toe into the world of thieves.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, I'll let them do their investigations inside while I. That was my thing. So.
All right. So you guys are inside. What are you looking for?
I would specifically be looking for if they have left anything at the house for some reason, like if they had left
A note.
a note like declaring the debt or something similar to that.
Okay.
Just any sort of paper or something that I can actually look at and say this is related to the case, basically.
Sure.
Or
Okay.
if there's any, I think I'd be helping him, just kind of following him around and like a hand to support him. I'm casting guidance. I'm guiding him.
Okay.
Looking for any papers that potentially had to do with the father, like anything that she may have gotten passed down after he died, of files.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. And you?
I think
You can talk to
Dahlia
some grants.
doesn't know if there's any way that she could be helpful, but I think is going to kind of like, if he's looking detailed, she'll kind of take like more of a wide look at things and try to like just get a whole picture of like, I mean, yeah, very Spartan, well kept for what it is, but like, is there a larger story going on
Yeah.
here?
Okay.
He's gonna tell you that you smell something stale, and we're gonna spend an hour and a half.
I know. I was like, can I'll smell. I'll do a smell.
So funny.
Yes. So I often do discrete checks. Garrett, you may or may not be familiar with this, but sometimes I don't think a character should be aware if they fail or succeed. So I roll these things. This could be for perception. It could be for intuition of sense motive or something else. In this case, I will disclose to you because I rolled a nat 20 on your perception check a moment ago.
Good job. Nice work.
Even absent the inspiration that you
If
were given.
I
yes.
had spent any points of luck at this point, that natural 20 would refresh that spent points of luck.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's on
You,
an investigation.
Yes.
Mila, as you're watching Ram, he moves with a deftness around the structure. As Dahlia takes in the broader story, listens, smells, hears, and it is a sad story. But there are patterings of joy. You see small toys in the corner. Clearly a life that is being reconstructed or maintained, where this girl, Kiana, is trying to create family here in the absence of who should be the adults in the story. And as you soak this in, there is that cloying sense of sadness and joy. That even here, hope abides in the midst of tragedy. You move unerringly through a room where you see a man's clothes are still here, as though clearly Kiana could not part with her father's garments even in his demise and his debauchery. But you do see something catches your eye on the nightstand. It's a pair of dice.
Game over. We win.
As you pick up the dice, you see they are carved from snake vertebrae. You have seen these dice before. Mila, you see him as Ram. Ram, tell us what it looks like as you're picking up these dice, and you know you have just like an arrow shot right to the heart of what you were looking for.
Yeah.
There's what is it?
I imagine Ram walked into the home, just sort of cast his gaze around, looking for anything obvious, kept walking through, entered the bedroom, saw the clothes, was like, noted that's interesting, sees the dice, stops for a second, taps his cane on the ground, and then walks over, picks them up, and goes, yes, this is what we were looking for.
Is it?
And you feel this self-congratulatory air surrounds him.
What did you find, Ram?
Dice.
Interesting.
Snake vertebrae.
What is?
Is that, so I assume I know that this is connected to...
Yeah, so they're now this is starting to make sense to you. There is a really low grade bar in the dock area called the Serpent's Bite. And the Serpent's Bite is, unlike the salty dog, which is more of a general sort of establishment family,
Could bring your kids
pleasant.
there.
There
Yeah.
might be a knife every once in a
Yeah.
while that pops out.
Classic
but who would
Chili's
exactly?
vibe, like that. Yeah, it's fine.
You're sucker anachronism. You're
invited
full of
me
it.
to
I
this
did. You're right. But no, the Serpent's Bite is the lowest grade. Dangerous even to walk in, and gambling is rife there. And these dice are carved and are used by members who gamble inside the Serpent's Bite.
Yes, this tells us exactly where we need to go next. You see, there is a gambling ring in the low quarter that is called run out of a bar called the Serpent's Bite. They use dice such as these
Very interesting.
in their games, so I imagine they are the people that keep coming around to take the money.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe she mentioned that her father did gamble.
She
That
did.
is how he
Yeah.
lost the money in the
That
first
was
place.
the nature of that
So
was
it
the
sounds
debt.
like
that
these
they
are
were under.
people holding the debt.
Yes, and there are always ways to get rid of debts, for certain.
Do we know if he was a part of that crew?
Oh,
Or
I
if he
assume
just
that he just
gambled with
racked up a debt with them, and it ended itself on Kiana, unfortunately.
As far as we know, her father was a guard for the
Merchant,
caravan.
yeah.
She seemed to speak rather
Yeah.
good of him.
Yes.
Yes. If you did not hear the whole story, he
Wow.
perished to an orc attack. In a caravan outside
Those
the
have
city.
become unfortunately frequent.
Troublesome indeed. I've become worried of shipments of mine coming in. Anyways, perhaps we should spend a little time visiting the Snake's Bite.
I feel as though that would be a good idea. I might perhaps need to go dress in worse clothing should we go there. And would maybe recommend the same of you all as well.
As the
Take off my wig.
DM realizes for this new character, he's going to need a break for every
Yeah.
single scene for him to be able to change his costumes.
Yes.
In fact, I think I should probably head back to well-equipped. I think it's
Yes, I understand. The Serpent's Bite is not quite your scene, I
Yes.
understand.
I'm interested in sort of the fiction of thief dens and these sort of things. I'd rather not dip my toes quite
Yes,
so.
well, I hope you've enjoyed the excitement of coming and
Quite
investigating
thrilling.
here.
Quite
Yes,
thrilling, yes.
finding the important clues.
I'll make sure that you all are safely on your way, and I will make my way to well-equipped.
Perhaps we should call up a friend to accompany us?
It'll be just fine. You're with Ram.
Yeah. Make our way. Trust me, I got it.
Sense motive to see
Well, should-
if you're running off to go do something else. Something else you have in mind.
And for chatters who are confused, if you're new to the stream, and I know we have several new followers and new viewers, what's happening here? David, this is one of the most complex characters ever played at Blue Box.
You're welcome.
And actually, frankly, that I've ever played with in 40 years of DMing, and it's glorious. So, Click and David are the same person
body.
in body, but very different. So the class is Vigilante, which is a mechanic in Pathfinder 1E, but it is much deeper than a mechanic. This is, you would think of it as Batman and Robin, or probably Batman and Bruce Wayne, rather.
There we go.
But not even that, because this is to the level of alignment change and actual. This is a personality disorder, but being played with all the respect and appropriateness due. This is not being done triflingly or lightly.
Thank you very much.
And I think what has been created here by Thomas is absolutely fantastic. One of the most fun character concepts I've ever seen. So Click and David exist in the same body, but they are distinct personalities, even to the degree that they change alignment when he shifts. And this is so when he talks about going and getting someone else and leaving, if you're watching and what is this player doing, that's what this player is doing.
I'm
So-
not stepping away from
Yeah.
the table and I don't want to play anymore. But I will want to be the last one leaving the house, and if that's all right with everyone else.
Sure.
21 insight first.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere else.
Okay.
You get the feeling that it's another one of these lies that he tells people that he
Cool.
needs to go and change clothes.
Okay. Makes sense.
But I am going
Just be
to-
honest about it.
No. On my way out,
Like me.
take
Yeah.
out.
It's fine for him. to
David
change
keeps
clothes.
leatherworking tools on him. He's going to scrape away those symbols.
If
Okay.
Can I try to notice him doing that?
Sure. So you guys, I mean, It's in the doorway, so it would not be hard
Well,
to see.
I would want to wait at least a little bit for them to be walking away from the house, but yes.
All right. Well then.
There-
Okay. So as they walk out, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say there are also rules for doing a conspicuous action inconspicuously. It's a bluff check.
Yes, I would.
Yes.
Or stealth, whatever we like.
But again, I would like within reason. Of course. Like if someone's scraping wood off a doorway, that is difficult to do inconspicuously. But what will happen is we'll role play this as the three of you walk out. Your footsteps crunching in the snow. The sun is now 2 hours past midday. Good chill wind blowing. You notice Click David has not followed behind you yet. So he's wanting to wait for you to walk away. Are you going to walk away, or are you going to wait for him?
Is he like kind of glancing over?
I give a little wave.
Yeah.
See you back at Well Equipped later tonight, I guess.
See you then.
What are you doing?
It's fine. I'm going to make my way. I just want to make sure everything here is ready for her to come back home.
Yeah.
I'll see you for my next order, David.
Indeed.
I hope you have a fine evening.
You as well.
I'll leave.
All right.
All right. They leave you be, and then you scrape away.
In fact, I will ruin them in the way that it is now evident that the debt is paid. That this is now clear.
Okay. Tell me how. So you would not ruin them. You would
Yes,
change them.
I
So
would
tell me how
change
you
them.
change it.
Well, I think what I would do is mark through all of them, and then underneath a new set that set basically is just debt paid, and no danger in whatever crappy thieves can't these guys use.
But so.
A chain made whole.
All right. So you're gonna be chain made whole.
Chain made whole with a right ways up triangle.
Okay.
And a closed palm.
And a closed palm.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you scrabble this in the doorway. As you do, the sound of water lapping against the docks, the laughter of children running to and fro, unaware of their poverty, just living in the moment. The calling sounds of merchants and the creaking of wooden ships that sit on the waters surround you, and you just feel this sense of peace. This is your place. This is your home. This is the Altamira that you know. Woof and warp. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I knew it was there.
It's hard.
Yes, deeply to the fiber of your being, and as the filings of wood come off in your palm, if anyone were around, they would hear the low chuckle coming from Click's throat.
And he will sit there for a moment, and that peace will wash over him of this is my city, and I protect this place, and all these voices, all these people, the water, all of it is so perfect. It's so nice. And he'll take a nice deep sigh and then walk slightly in and just turn his jacket inside out, begin doing the things to his hidden garments that he wears to turn it into his Click outfit, pull up a hood from a hidden collar on the back of the jacket and reveal he'll take the pocket square out and tie it over his face and look out into the evening as things are getting a bit darker, I imagine, and
Not quite yet. It's still midday.
sun is moving
Yeah.
towards, and he will give a little nod and a nice smile as he looks at his work on the door frame and make his way to the snake's bite.
All right. With that, we will go to our one and only break today here at Blue Box. Thank you so much for joining. The players have been absolutely incredible today.
So fun.
Garrett, you don't suck.
I appreciate that. I really do.
So Tuesday night, Greyhawk
good.
Awakening,
Isn't that
Book 3. Yeah, you're
It is
doing
good to
great.
hear.
Yeah, you're.
See, when I left my first day, John was like,
she
unfortunately,
sucks.
you
Yeah.
suck. But you'll get better.
We have to bring you back because we don't have anyone
Yeah.
to replace you.
We already
Yes,
spent money on this character.
I
so
did.
you
Yes,
gotta
the
stick
character.
around.
You don't have an animated movie yet. You might get one now. But Greyhawk Awakening Book 3, Sea of Dark Sun returns.
The big one, folks.
Another hero on Tuesday night. And if you're wondering about the title, rest in peace, Tina Turner, who passed away this week. This song, iconic from Beyond Thunderdome. Yes, the movie Mad Max, We Don't Need Another Hero. What a great way to honor, and we'll be playing on Tuesday night in the Sea of Dark Sun.
In
of course,
cosplay.
in cosplay,
And-
exactly.
Why are we
And
doing this?
giving it's all we're giving away. Yeah, you guys are twinsies today. Giving away the Richard Baker
Yesterday.
signed Dragon's Crown.
If you want your last chances to enter,
Last-
either be on stream for 2 chances, or go to blueboxrpg.com and join the Gleam. Retweet the tweet, read the tweet, look at the Instagram post, and follow us on Twitch. You will get all the chances you can possibly get to get this awesome piece of D&D history.
It is glorious. It was brand new in Richard's
I
basement.
mean, I'm looking. It's insane.
yeah, it is.
It's
There
so
is
nice.
nary a
It
scuff.
freaks me out the more that you show
I
it
know.
on
I'm so
camera.
careful
I get,
with it
like,
when I hold it. I know. I'm being super careful with it.
Yeah,
But
just like it feels like it'll
it is
disintegrate.
only open for the purpose of signature. And then on Wednesday, oh my goodness, I will have 2 of these ladies with me on Wednesday night. The Blue Box Bells, as they have named themselves. That's okay. I don't. You can flex a little bit. And so the Blue Box Bells here. We will have Manda, Mystical Unicorn, Rachel. You see here, of course, Cameron. We also have Courtney and Meg, who is Biscotti Hottie, and Ashlyn, Dollar Store DM, all joining us
Great
on
crew.
Wednesday. This is the
Great
same
crew.
crew that was with us for Throw Dice Like a Girl, which was all about sort of turning that trope on its head, throwing like a girl, meaning like some of the best role play. Look at the game today. I mean, absolutely incredible. The way they are just bring Heart of Adventure. Did that make sense? What's that? No, he did not make the cut, Isabel.
Pat.
I'm sorry. Hey, Tom, good to see you as well in chat.
Maybe next time.
No,
bud.
I feel it.
Maybe
It
next
does
time.
hurt.
So as we get ready to go to break,
Hang out in the chat.
Cameron and Rachel, either one of you, give us something about Wednesday night that you're looking forward to. Talk about this idea of critical. We call it critical romance. It is bringing romance to your role-playing games and doing it in a way that's meaningful, impactful, and powerful. Either one of you.
You go first.
No, you were going to say the same
Yeah,
thing
we
at the
were.
same time.
Yeah.
Truly, I'm most excited to have that group of individuals back
Yeah.
together, because the amount of support and just community that we had during the Throw Dice Like a Girl, it was wonderful. I had such a great time talking and listening, and I'm very excited to do it again.
So for you, topic yes, but people. You're really looking forward. All right, Cameron.
I think romance is such a fun thing in D&D that oftentimes people, like, it's very polarizing.
Right.
And I totally understand why, and I'm really excited to have, like, that kind of more open conversation about, like, how do you do this? How do you do this well? How do you do this if you feel nervous about it?
Right.
And even, if you don't want to do this, how do you even work through that? Of,
Right.
like, you as the DM don't really want that at your table, and that's okay, too, of, like,
Yes.
talking about all those different kinds of walks with this, because I think, like, things get harder when we don't talk about them. So I'm excited to talk about something that
That's-
sometimes can be really, like,
Yes.
nerve-wracking.
It's atypical for you, but that's so well said.
I know. I've been working on my words. I've been trying to suck less.
yes.
So I think I'm getting better at it.
All right, so join us on Wednesday night where we will suck less here on Blue Box as we talk about critical romance. It's going to be a fun show, and yes, we'll talk about not doing romance in your games, and that's fine. You don't have to. Some people don't do combat in their games, and that's fine as well. Like it's whatever you want at your table. But I do like it, and it can be done well, and I think we'll have a good time with that on Wednesday night. So join us.
Done it well.
well, stop.
Yes, Thomas still has the best romance ever played on Blue Box.
It was all everyone's
Well,
fault,
for right
but-
now.
For right now. For the
Oh, yeah.
for the
Just wait.
moment. For the I'm still thinking Gristle may come in here at some point.
I don't know if there's a way that you can fall in love with someone after you kill their coworker.
If you cut them in half, like yeah.
Well, I didn't cut her in half.
No,
I
no,
cut her
yeah, their coworker,
in
yeah,
half.
yeah.
Maybe they didn't like the coworker that much.
Yeah, Slink honestly sounds like a crappy guy.
They were in the HR office just the week before, and sorry, that's the third anachronism.
Dauber's
Yes.
sitting there behind a desk like,
Blue
I
Box
don't know
will
how
be
to help
right
you.
back. Don't leave us. We do have a giveaway as well. Blue Box coming right back.
Oh my goodness.
Goodbye.
We are crazy.
We will leave the mics hot.
We shouldn't. have
We
all
are
hung out
absolutely
at the table.
crazy.
It really got rowdy.
We just continued the energy off of yesterday.
Oh,
Well, not the same energy, thankfully, but
I have a whole new energy, personally.
I think if it was the same energy, we would be in trouble.
He was always eating others' lunches. Yes, that's exactly right.
Oh, man. My body hurts. That talk went better than I
Hello, all you mad chatters. Thank you for being with us today. Thanks. We had a tremendous thank you for all the support. Thank you for the hype train. I did. Thank you, Greg. I just saw that. I got that text, and I will definitely be looking at that. There were some good ideas in there, and I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. It's a holiday weekend. I know many people are outside enjoying weather and doing things with family, but we do appreciate all that are with us today and having some fun here on Blue Box. Thank you, Manda. And yes, remember, we have Fall of Red Dawn following tonight. Immediately after this show concludes in just about an hour, we will have Fall of Red Dawn. That's going to be fun.
Which is saying that you are now. That's just one of my favorite things.
Hello.
Oh, I missed it earlier. Jay, I didn't see Jay gave us. Oh, that was his sub. I see.
Like we're all kids.
Also, Amanda reminded you to send the wording and description of the card to the campaign chat after streaming.
Yes, what's the card?
Your
is-
business
The
card.
business card. What was written?
Yes.
I think
Yes,
she
yes.
might make a bow sticker.
Sticker.
Absolutely. Okay.
We are back, baby.
Oh, hello.
I think your mic might be a little bit too close to your mouth.
Also, do you guys like my shirt?
Yep.
The pocket says Dan on it.
I do.
I did notice that,
Dan.
and I've noticed it the whole
Just
time.
like a bowler.
I honestly
Yeah.
thought it said Lan.
No, Dan.
Dan. I like it even
Dan.
better.
I saw it and I said, I must have you.
Just did like a
am Dan.
Goodwill. You
You're
just
mine. No, I went to a flea market.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, basically the same
He
thing.
said, I am Dan.
Dan, that's
You
me.
just want me to put
Part of
the,
Andy's Ramblers.
campaign
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
maybe.
Tracy, thank you so much.
love my
So
water
helpful,
bottles.
so incredibly supportive always. Thank you, thank you, thank
I
you.
don't quite remember, but I know it's upstairs. It's the white one.
And
It's the white one.
here is, this is for the giveaway today. Hashtag BlueBoxRPG in the chat. And that will be for a Tailspire license. Tailspire is the tool that we're using today.
To get a charger for my phone, because it is currently on
No worries, take your time.
20%.
20%.
20%. I use my phone
These things do happen.
They do happen.
Thank you. $20.
Let me make sure the Nightbot is triggering correctly.
I'll take it.
There you go. So all of you can see here, I'll put it up on the screen so you can validate this is how we do it. If you've
This
not
is how
seen
we
it.
do it.
So
This is how
all these
we
here,
do
these
it.
dots mean these people have hit it. So this is how it
Love that.
comes up in the Nightbot. So you can see we are fair in how we do this.
Fair and just.
I think some people sometimes wonder if we're actually doing it fairly, and we do.
Nightbot's pretty good at just
It is.
doing giveaways.
Did not find one, but that's okay. I don't need my phone anyways.
All right.
Just turn your brightness all the way down.
And here we go.
You can just look at the chat.
We
on
are
your phone.
back
And Twitch is
in
what's gonna drain most
3,
of your battery.
2, and 1.
Yeah, I have 8%. So if anything in chat happens for me, just let me know.
All right, so as we are back, hello, all you great
Howdy,
people.
howdy.
Oh, hi.
We do have a giveaway today, which will be a Tailspire license.
Huzzah.
Tailspire is
a
the
good
tool
one.
that we're using today, although I think will be Theater of Mind, most likely, for the rest of the day today, just depending on what they do. But Tailspire is a fantastic tool that is actually so easy to build, to put things in. You go to tailstavern.com. Don, Mad Wizard, who was here this weekend at Blue Box,
An
super
incredible
cool
job.
guy.
So,
Isn't he a
so
great guy?
great.
He is.
All that stuff is free on their site. And so $25 one-time license. I have often decried the insanity of their licensing model. I thought they should be charging more.
Yeah.
Like I really have. And then it hit me this weekend. These guys are real. They are old school. What they want is to create a tool that gets in everyone's hands that accelerates the game like graph paper did in the 70s. And they don't care if they make a ton of money. They are not trying to be WotC. I'm just saying it. They are trying to just put a tool in everyone's hands. Bouncy Rock, Johnny Reed, Jason Roy, Uriah. These are good people, and
We've
they
had
just.
them on LMAs before.
I have, yep, and we're gonna have them on again, and they're good people. So we're giving away the tool today, but it is again $25 one time, no licensing, no ongoing charge.
Oh, that camera is off.
Is it? Which
Yeah.
one?
It's me and Rachel are on that cam, and not me and.
Whoa!
Cameron.
What?
I don't even. You don't
How did that happen?
I don't even exist,
Yeah,
baby.
there's two of you.
Whoa.
I can't even do that. Like, hang on one second.
Turns out Ram's in disguise
his
skills
disguise-
are like
yeah.
really good.
yes.
Like, really,
what,
really good.
What on earth? Let me try.
I guess
not
the
that
camera got
one.
bumped.
Yeah, I think the.
It physically isn't even looking at Cameron.
Yeah, no, it's looking at me. Hello.
Try. Oh.
Yeah.
Well. Oh. I see. Duh.
Hi.
Hello.
That was crazy. It was so perfectly
Did you miss me,
aligned.
It
Chad?
really was.
You missed me. You can say it. We're there.
Almost.
You're chatting for me.
Yes. This is.
Good job.
Here,
Nice
wait, hold up.
I'm a good chatterer.
Yeah.
Very mad.
Well,
I put slash Rachel.
Thanks, Manda. Dash Rachel.
hang on here.
I also put the card description in the
In the chat?
campaign
Good.
Good job.
No look.
Yeah, I would also like to see.
Hey, what's your
You don't.
hey,
you don't
Garrett?
even look.
What's your whole deal? What's your character's whole deal?
He loves investigating. That's really his whole deal. I mean, there's more stuff,
Yeah, there is more stuff.
but
what
that's
is
all you
it?
Very
need to
good.
know.
What's it about? What's? How do you know so many ladies? What's going on there?
He's just a bold guy. He's pretty. He's
I
bold.
guess.
Bold, okay.
Listen, I think a guy who would tip his hat at a brothel worker in broad daylight's pretty bold.
Yeah, I would say so.
Sorry for the
a person
technical.
about town.
You guys see behind the curtain. Oh, look at that gorgeous
Yeah.
Dark Sun poster back there. That's amazing.
Man about town.
Get a load of that. Get a load of that.
Yeah, it's a real good.
Would you
poster.
believe that?
You should add that to your card. Man about town.
Yeah.
Man. Aristotle, private
Man
stiff,
about
comma, man
Man
about town.
Real people's person.
Rick Diggins. Man about.
God, tiny house.
That's also the Gristle voice.
It's not.
No, that's the voice I say Gristle in. Gristle.
That's your Gristle voice.
That's my Gristle. That's how Gristle sounds in here.
Walls are closing in on me.
Okay. All right. We're back.
Not like
We made it.
We're back in it.
We are back.
In their correct spaces.
Exactly.
Hi.
You make your way to the Serpent's Bite. As you come to the Serpent's Bite, it is every bit worthy of its reputation. You can hear the sounds of debauchery inside. There are all kinds of scents. You do smell some pearl dust. There might even be some gray pine smoke coming. All kinds of elixirs and liquors which abound. And raucous laughter from within. A man staggers out as you get close to it. He hurls vomit at your feet and staggers past you.
Nice.
At this point, Ram is probably dressed like a human laborer, like dirt on his face, arms, and everything, as opposed to the fine clothing he was wearing.
I think Dahlia's like, what do I do? Like looking at me like as almost pretending that you don't exist for a moment. It's just
Also,
like, do we think it's good for me to go in there?
Excuse me, I didn't mean to drop my mouth.
Hey, no problem. You're good, buddy. I pat him and I like send him on his way. Like,
He tries
all right, buddy.
He tries to wipe your shoes. You pat him. He like
That's
falls
fine.
over.
Hey, and I lift him up under his armpits, put him back on his feet, and then, all right, go home.
Is your home off this way? Is it around that direction, do you think?
Don't worry. Yes, it is that way.
Maybe lead us to it. And I'm just going to kind of pat him and just
And then stop patting.
stop.
You pat. He staggers 2 steps. Thump, falls over.
Oh, God, I turn him on his
Yeah,
side
we're gonna
and like push him.
If he's still here, we could probably get him home once we leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, set him up on the side. Maybe we get a water.
We can. They might have some inside. Do you think I should go in there? Do you think it's a good idea for me to go in there?
I'm having a lot of thoughts at the moment about that. And mostly thinking no, but also thinking yes, all at the same time.
I don't want you guys to go in there without me.
Exactly. I don't want to go in there without you, and I don't want any of us to be left alone.
Yeah, don't want to do that again.
So I'm thinking maybe you head in first separate from us, we head in second, not necessarily connected. So you can get more information,
Yes,
and
I was
we
planning on
take
getting
eyes.
some answers by pretending to be a gambler.
You good at gambling?
Are you?
I'm not terrible.
Exciting. Great.
Last time I gambled, there was a table overthrown and someone got stabbed. So
Could
I
happen
don't
again.
think I'll do
Could
that.
happen again.
It did.
Don't think I'll do that again.
Hey, you were doing good if I remember correctly. I was kind of having a conversation, but
I honestly don't remember. There was a man crying the whole time.
he was so sad.
He was awesome.
So
He
why
was
he
awesome.
So sad.
Best.
What was going? Hey, do you know anything about that guy Thubin? What's his deal? You're like, take a note down for later.
You're about to derail the whole.
You know, let's go find Thubin.
Rand's about to start a new case entirely. Yep.
What's up with
Why is this
Thubin?
man so sad?
What made him sad? Okay.
He is a grave digger.
yeah.
But I think, yes, if you're comfortable going in first and us
Of course.
following in after.
Yeah.
I also have a much less fancy cane
Yeah.
that I might have shown it off to you. It's got a sword in it.
Oh! Do you just like flash that to us?
Yeah.
Chink. Pretty cool.
Right?
I very much underestimated. That is
Yes.
incredible. Wow. Let's.
Stench of the citizenry.
Is it one that you enjoy?
Well, it's fun to be investigating again.
Oh,
Don't make me love you.
I know.
It's too late. It's too late.
go get in there. And I like pat him on the back and he goes in.
Someone, the stench
to
of the
smile.
citizenry goes. That is glorious. I love that.
Are you
Don't
writing
forget
that
to smile,
down?
and
I
I'll
am,
give you an
I am.
ounce of
I imagine
diplomacy.
James Hollander is gonna say that a lot.
I smacked him with the enhanced diplomacy and said, "Don't forget to smile."
Okay.
He never forgets to smile.
Look at this guy.
Look at this
him.
guy.
Guy. I will
Pinch him on the
also
cheek.
touch us and say, "God may he guide us."
As
And so, is that how you end that?
Sure.
Okay.
Up to the person.
Great.
as you step in,
And also with your spirit.
There is smoke filling the air. Men in ribald fashion call out. Mila and Dahlia and
I imagine I still have my little little
Your
wig
bob?
on, but I've also put on like a cloak, so it's probably like less noticeable. But I'm
Okay.
still 6'3". There's nothing you can do about
He's
that.
entering first. We're gonna
Yes.
wait a minute and then enter as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
You step in, you see it is debauchery everywhere. There are men passed out on the floor, the sawdust being put to good use with ample vomit and liquor. There are men dicing, men gambling. There are a couple of women in here also that are quite large and look quite forceful. They are armored and sitting in the corner. One picks a dagger through her teeth. There are others that are passed out on the floor in various stages of.
That's my whole vibe. I gotta get over there.
Look at what Pat said in chat. Blue Box Con After Dark.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
What happens at 11 p.m. exactly?
As you come walking in, one looks up from a table nearby, a pair of dice in hand. Hey, you! New boy, care for a game?
Oh, I'm always ready for a game, friend.
You look the type.
Well, what are we playing then?
We're playing you sit your arse down here and we take your money.
It might go the other way, my friend.
All right, so you sit down and you see there are 3 men at this table, all in various states of inebriation and disrepair. What's going on over here? You guys are
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
We're
about it.
being stupid.
Secrets.
Continue. There's a good story happening here.
They hold out the dice. You have dice of your own, then?
Of course.
You pull out the.
Yes, the snake vertebrae dice.
Oh God.
A serious tone falls on the man sitting right across from you. He's got dark hair, and he leans back as he looks at those dice. Where'd you get those?
Friend carved them for me. Who wants to know?
I hate this. The looks.
He makes a motion with his head and walks toward the back as he steps through, kind of stepping over the bodies on the floor. There are eyes on you everywhere. You see there's a definite acute sense of being watched.
Can I get a sense motive to get a? Is this a bad thing? I might.
Do you want to add it? I'll let
was
you.
thinking
Do you
about
want an
adding an
inspiration?
inspiration, yeah.
No,
Oh,
I'll.
yeah, all
This is
right.
all hidden rolls here. So you want to?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Yes, you are certain you are about to be ambushed. He is walking you back in a direction. You see there are two men standing in either corner that seem to have been triggered by what's happened, and you pick all this up. Your keen investigatorial skills, you sense what's happening.
I will follow for like a couple of steps, and then as I go to put the cane down, I will tumble and try to use acrobatics to get out.
Oh, you're gonna do a G
Anachronism.
Where's Daisy Bell?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I have to do that anachronism.
Yeah.
It's a Willy
Yes.
Wonka.
Yeah.
To move, to fall and then tumble towards the door.
Amazing.
Basically.
All right, I will let you make the acrobatics
Yes.
check.
So, luck.
I rolled an 18 on the die for you, by the
Yes.
way, on your
luck,
yes.
which is
Yeah.
the thing that sleuths get in exchange for
Yes.
alchemy, can be used on acrobatics, climb, escape artist, fly, ride, or swim checks.
Oh my god.
Okay.
In addition to inspiration.
So he can
I
roll
will,
2 extra d6 if he needs to.
Yes, and the d6 that you
Ridiculous.
use on luck, if you roll a natural 6, you get to roll another
Explode.
d6.
Oh, yeah,
to add
right,
to
yeah.
it.
Uh-huh.
It's
And I can do
It's
that up to
ridiculous.
Infinite.
my
You should
no,
let
only 4
Garrett
times.
build characters.
No, I love it. I love it.
He can
So this is
dangerous.
a
4
d20
times, but
roll.
the dice explodes
That's an 18 on the die, so this
It
is luck.
caps at
I can
a
also,
certain number
that would
of
be a
times.
This is
21.
a 21
I am going
plus.
to choose to add inspiration because my dex is bad.
Fair.
That's true, it is.
So that will
It's a
put
2,
me at a
so 23, and your
which
dex
goes down
is
to
a minus 21. Yes, because you have a 7 dex.
That makes sense.
I'm not sure everyone caught it. Tell them why you have. So, it's a bit inaccurate to say you have a 7 dex
Yes.
because of that injury, because dexterity obviously implies
Yes. Well, he
manual
also,
fingers.
he had,
and what,
the tremble. that
Okay,
he
so-
has
so
was a
share with
result
the
of
audience.
Injury as well.
Yeah.
Yes. So Ram has been an investigator for many years. He started when he was 19-ish
But a
years old, and
boy.
he's 38
But a boy.
now. During the course of one of his investigations, he was caught, had his leg broken, and was thrown into the ocean. He was eventually fished out by an incoming fishing boat due to his luck and ability to stay afloat. But he was never really the same after the accident. He walks with a cane now, he has a limp, and his hands have had tremors ever since. And as a result of that, he has 7 dex.
as you hit the ground,
Sweet
Which
Ram.
is, yeah.
your total of 21 after pluses and minuses. You spin backward toward the door, and
Are we
now my
entering
counter roll. Yeah, you're walking in
nice.
right as yes.
Oh,
Oh?
Oh boy.
As you spin back toward the door, you see several things. You see Mila and Dahlia's boots. You also see a sword slam down right in front of you, thunk into the wood. You slide into it, and we go to initiative.
no! Where's
Yes.
Far behind.
you want to roll?
Oh yeah.
'cause
I
it's a
suppose I
D6.
can. I do also have sleuths get sleuth's initiative, which means that when we roll initiative, I get to draw a weapon. So I will. free
I
my
will allow
cane.
that.
Don't you
Yes.
also get a
Well,
plus?
hold on. No,
That's
wait, no.
if I have-
But you're also in the midst of this acrobatic maneuver.
That's just a-
So let's see here. Roll.
Let
go-
him
roll.
play.
Yeah, I
Also-
let him cook.
I mean, I
Roll
could, I
d6.
could instead draw. I have a sap that I use to deal.
Okay, good.
I'll roll the d6.
Oh, no, he's
Only
actually
roll-
All right. So as you try to reach behind, your arm gets caught where you have this, and you're pulling on it. You're yanking, and you cannot get your arm out. Now we go to regular initiative. Let's have you roll for this. Click. DM has a 3 on the die.
Oh, so
Not even
I am.
here.
I'm also Rolling a 4 on mine.
You have it. But the three of you are inside. As the sword slams down, you hear an eruption inside. Cacophony of voices, drinks being slapped off of tables, chairs being screeched back across wood. The two of you come walking in just as he slides up right in front of you, and you see there's a heavy-set man, a good 6 feet plus, completely bald, deep red beard, and he slams a sword right down into the ground, which he slams into.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What is...
So
You see two other men come forward, rushing toward him with clubs
the
and
sword
daggers.
is in the ground.
Yes, like in the floorboards.
Into
Yes.
the floorboards. Okay. Can I make an attempt to like tackle this guy?
Sure. Yes.
To the ground.
All right. So you're gonna do a combat maneuver. So roll
Oh,
d20.
God,
add your C. We'll do base.
No, not like this.
You have a pretty good CMB.
I'll go ahead and also
And you get
slip
to-
into a rage.
Yes.
this
Oh,
time
okay.
when I get there.
Oh, by the way, I slip into a rage.
Also,
Casually.
We're raging.
Angry.
this is CM.
Yes, the rule of cool always, Pat, but
Junior top
cool
seven.
also has to mean consequence.
I am also unarmored at this point.
Oh, do I have?
Okay.
Any, or enough
That's
plus
right.
one?
Yes, because you're in
'Cause I'm
disguise. Yes,
five.
that's right. Okay.
So my AC's bad.
I'm trying to figure out if I
not
want
in
to
the
do
chat.
advantage or this or not.
Amanda, how many pluses do we have?
I know
Can
I
you
have
put it
at
in the
least
chat
4,
again?
but I don't know if I have up to
4
5.
as well.
But I guess I'll just roll.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not. I think,
Yeah, we'll just roll. This is fine. I'm fine. Yeah, it's 8 plus 6 to just.
I have 3.
All right.
Oh wait, hold on. I
No,
didn't
'cause-
actually rage.
No. Yeah. So your rage 8,
Oh, that's
6, 14.
That's higher. That's plus 8, so that's
So total of 16.
yeah, 16 total.
You leap forward. You actually hammer into him. You try to grab him. He spins away. You don't grab him, but you knock his hand off the blade. He staggers back, and so he's now leaning against
Hey,
the
we
bar.
don't need those. We don't need those.
All right. 2 others come forward. One has a dagger. One has a club. Mila, what are you doing?
I think upon seeing this, how close is he to any of them? Is he within range of any of them?
Yeah, I mean they're all within 15 feet, so they're going to be.
15.
Yeah, it's
okay,
inside
that's fine. I think I'm going to reach down, and as I touch him, this faint aura of kind of like about an inch away from him, just glittering gold kind of envelops him. And whatever he has striked, brilliant celestial runes kind of appear to attempt to block it, and it's Shield of Faith.
Let's go.
Very cool.
Very nicely done, by the way.
descriptions.
That's great description. I love it.
Thank you. But that is that, and I will pull out my shield. Can I
was
pull
it
out my
plus 2?
shield?
It is a +2.
Can I pull out my shield as well?
Yes, you may. You pull out your shield, and Finley says, "No, don't. Out,
Take
now,
who I
out."
am. And I'll back up.
Just the instant. No.
No.
So that I can like clear the doorway.
All right, so you clear the doorway, you back out, shield out. You've already given him that, and then you hear the eruption inside.
Cool. Where am I relative to this place? Does it have a back entrance that I know about?
No, it certainly does,
You
but
probably
let's
could
see.
have gotten here before us, even.
Yeah.
Let's
We had to
see.
go back so I could change.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
can I already be in the bar?
yeah, that's fine.
You're sitting
Yes.
with the ladies.
I'm
who have been
actually,
picking
yeah,
their teeth, and
I'm
you're
at
like,
a chair really far leaned
You
back.
saw me. You got
Yes.
to see me stroll in and see everything go terribly
You
wrong.
see all of this happening. Yes, that's fair.
That's
I like
so
that.
funny and I love it.
You see all of this happen. You see the 2 men get up, one with the club, one with a sword, moving forward quickly. You see Ram skittering across the floor in this attempted maneuver. He actually looks fairly, like, surprisingly dexterous. Like he doesn't, you wouldn't have thought he would, but then he slams into this blade. Mila backs out the door. Dahlia knocks this other man off his blade. He slams into the bar, and you see all of this.
I laugh a big hearty laugh. Ha! Let's get the pigeons! And I bring out the cestices on my hands, clap them together, and I want to act like I'm joining the bad guys team
Okay.
to help them in on this.
All right, so you step forward, the Festus on your hands, moving toward joining. Are you attacking him?
I'm
or-
going towards the one who initiated this badness. I want to
Okay.
make it seem like I'm ingratiating myself into their debauchery.
Okay.
Plan here. What's our plan?
Well, I get cool stuff if they think I'm their ally.
He
Yes.
just doesn't appreciate.
Yes, he does. I know what he's doing.
muscling in on
Yes.
his territory.
Yeah.
All right. So,
True.
as they step forward,
Did Click get a drink?
So,
Never mind. That's
no, did not. In that round, would I have been able to get an attack off on one of these guys if I think that they think I'm with them?
yes. So you step forward. You are with them.
Mm-hmm.
You can strike in that motion.
Can I instead choose to wait for the proper moment? Would you allow me to delay that strike for
Yeah.
when
So they're
someone goes
both
in?
headed toward him.
Great.
Yeah.
The one
So-
with the sharp thing, if
Right.
they goes in to strike him, I'm punching him right in the side of the head.
ding ding.
Okay, all right. So, as you're scrabbling on the ground, you feel this power come from Mila as she gives you the grace of her god, and you realize that your maneuver was well executed, but not quite well enough. You slam into the blade. You look up. You see Dahlia careening past you, knocking someone into the bar.
You are tall.
And it was enormous power in this blow. And then you see a diminutive figure, childlike, moving in the back.
You are small.
It's okay, I'll prove it. I'll prove I'm good with it.
Moving in their midst. This man holds what looks like a good-sized sword. It's longer than a dagger, smaller than a long sword. As he moves towards you with it, Click, you're going to roll to hit as he rolls to hit. Ooh.
How many pluses do I have? I have 4, I believe. So we're gonna do this. It's gonna be great, and it's gonna hit. Where's my to hit modifier? 16. And would he be potentially flat-footed or
Oh
surprised?
well,
by that
yeah. I
attack
mean,
as well?
you're essentially flanking him.
Great.
As the blade comes towards you, you see the child swings out of. I'm sorry.
No.
Clearly not a
You
child.
see the short
yeah,
king.
The short king. The short king. Go ahead and roll damage. You do
because-
connect with the temple.
And because he believes me to be an ally, I
Yes.
get to roll a D8 sneak attack damage.
Okay.
Ooh,
All right.
finally.
First time ever.
For the
First time in forever.
Nice. God.
Really good. 13 damage.
Yeah. I'm looking at the dice.
Yeah,
John,
that would,
I'm looking at the dice.
Hey,
They're right.
buddy, that would put me out. I would.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
As
you
you
are
come
a
across-
baby boy.
I am a
Thunk.
baby boy.
There is musicians love it when they hit a certain note.
Musical clicks. you
When
might
a
say.
singer's vibrato rings out, he feel when a lute is strummed in perfect harmony, you feel it.
The pugilists of the room.
When you feel that sink into the temple, there is a glorious music to it. You feel this thunk. Tell me what it looks like as he goes down.
Yeah, I mean, I hit him, and his head just cocks to the side, and he just doubles over off to the side and hits again on the floor, kind of bouncing as he hits.
It's just birds and like question marks all
Your
the way
fourth
around.
anachronism.
It's just imagery. I'm having fun. Birds exist in this world.
They do. I'm teasing.
As an enforcer, I would get to make an intimidation check on him for free.
Yes.
But he's unconscious.
No, but I want that
imagine.
intimidation check to be made anyway because there are
Okay.
others here in the room. So they see this as Click steps forward, just neatly cocking him. Click goes your temple.
Yes, indeed.
and he falls to the ground. His head
Okay, we'll get to knees and
bounces.
jaws later.
Yes.
Intimidate.
good.
You see the blade in the ground next to you as he keels over.
A fine strike, friend.
Proud of you. I'm so
Thank
happy
you.
for
23.
you.
The first fight that has gone correctly.
I am built to do the thing I'm doing now.
I'm not supposed to be
John,
around this many people.
I have not had a good
my
combat
good
yet.
fight. This is
yes.
Thomas.
It's your only good combat you've had.
Yeah,
so
your
far.
first. Yes, you have. You have
Yeah.
had the worst combats, the worst rolls.
worst.
Yeah.
This is glorious. As you
I know.
as you strike him, he hits the ground. He bounces, and there is a recognition in the room. Oh, wait!
I just go, knock, knock, bleaters.
And there is. Everyone pulls back. You see the combat stops as soon as it began.
I've got the guy up against the bar just breathing into
I'm
his
going to
face.
Ram and helping him up and say, "Are you okay?"
I'm quite all right.
Okay, good.
All right,
I'll check you for scratches.
let's cool it down.
We didn't know it was you. Click. What do you want? What are you doing here? And several of them, they sit back down. You see people just cautiously placing their blades and their weapons on the
I will
tables.
stabilize the guy that went down.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have to
it was
be. It can
non-lethal
be a
damage.
distance.
Yeah.
Non-lethal.
That was non-lethal, but still,
He doesn't
yes,
know that.
yeah.
It's
True,
just-
true.
Dude, get knocked out. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it was bad.
Just in case.
I'll go ahead. Any weapons that are kind of like I'll just sort of like start
Move them out of the way.
I'll just kind of like pull them to one side, like lean over them, like just watching. Just any daggers.
The man against the bar that you knocked over, he looks at you. You're pretty strong. Come here often?
I bet you like it if I did.
Not like that. And he points at where you just knocked him back into the bar. But maybe. Yeah.
Sadly, we're very busy.
We'll see how the conversation
Click will
goes.
walk over to the bar, slam his cestus on the bar twice, and say,
Quit kittle pithering. Here and that badge. And I point at the guy who's unconscious on the ground. You had a patron come in looking to play some games. Let him play.
The man that had the club stopped. He placed it and set it down, let Dahlia pull things away, and he walks over to you. You see, he looks like he's middling years, 40-ish, 50, perhaps winters. He's got a good scar across the right side of his cheek, and he leans over to you. Click, we know you. What are you doing with this?
I am with no one. Man wants to play a game and he's not allowed.
You don't fight for anyone, Click. We know you.
I'm gonna go get a drink. Let's just say this. Let him play.
Yeah, we got nothing but time now. I kind of like look to the weapons and, I'm like,
Click eyes you daggers too, like,
You watch yourself too.
will do.
Could I join you?
Please. You're well charactered, I can see.
and he'll motion to the scar on his face.
Not my proudest moment.
Tell me about it.
And he'll walk him over to the bar.
All right, so in moments, you see the two of them, they go over. What are you guys doing?
I would love to cast Detect Evil.
Okay. So you see Mila begins concentrating deeply. What are you doing as
Going
you
by the door.
dust yourself off?
Tap the cane.
It was a nice move. It really was, yes.
Yeah.
It worked very well.
got him not stabbed immediately.
Listen,
I'll kind of
it's gone differently before.
with like I imagine that there's like a smaller table that they're sitting at. I want to like sit at the bar, like just kind of watching you as some sort of chaperone to this. And in the meantime, any weapon that's there, I'll like take out a rag and just kind of like polish them while I'm watching, like making sure that nothing goes wrong for my friend.
Yeah, I feel like my initial plan for investigation kind of went out the window a little bit. I'm not very inconspicuous anymore.
No, you're not.
No, but that's okay.
So
These
the
things
idea
happen.
of just go in, play games, learn some info might be a little harder now, but I'll still go for it.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go now that my fine patron has so helped me. I'll go sit down at a table and get ready to play a game of dice.
Well, as you sit down at the table, you see the people that were at the table. They get up, and they walk away.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
You are now a pariah. They don't make any aggressive move, but they move away from you.
How about this?
Those
the
dice.
moment I see that happen,
Yes.
I take him over to the table with him to play.
So you take the man you're with.
The moment I see anyone moving away from him, I'm bringing that social structure back. Like, if they respect me, they're going to come
I
sit
do
and
have
play
a
at this
question.
table.
Yes.
I know who Click is in character. I imagine
Oh,
I've only
yes.
been in Ultimate
Yes.
for like a little bit over a month.
That's right. Yes, but no, you've heard of
okay.
him. Yes.
He's got a whole song.
Yeah.
He's got his own song.
So, Click.
It's pretty good, I've heard.
I didn't realize I would be one so lucky as to be under your purview.
Great. You want to just play some dice?
I would be happy to.
I've had a bit of a day.
The man sitting with you, he leans over. Why are you here, Click?
Keeping eyes. This town moves around. So do I.
You don't keep eyes here. Never seen you.
Do I know him?
Yes, you do, actually. This is Torin Blackfinger. And
cool name.
As you look at him, you see you recognize him easily because his pinky finger is necrotically rotted, dark and black. Looks like it's going to fall off at any moment. He is a lesser-known rogue of middling skill. He's got a habit of eavesdropping, so he's known to travel in circles and gather information.
Would he be one? He wouldn't be one to be in charge of gambling debts or anything like that.
No.
But he could be useful for information.
Yeah, he's more of an information guy. Yes.
I'll lean in away from the random kid on the other side of the table. And I'll just say, I've been keeping eyes on someone who could use a little help. She lives nearby. And let's just say she's been treated a little unfairly.
His eyes flickered to the dice. That's where he got them then.
Do I recognize that he, like, does it
Yeah,
almost seem like those are his, right?
it's not subtle.
Okay.
Yeah, You take up for the girl then.
I take up for everyone, innocent, being treated poorly in this city.
Dangerous enemies. Click.
I am too. Wouldn't want to get in my way, would you?
He holds up his blackened finger.
So why don't we help me out then?
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I could give Aid another, but I feel like I don't know how I would even aid in this conversation.
I agree.
So yeah,
Rolling some dice
Just
for
by
yourself.
being quiet, like letting them
No.
cook.
I'll let you aid another. So you roll the dice. The snake dice clatter their vertebrae on the board
You time it
table, and
perfectly.
you time it perfectly. It's like a staccato syncopation inside the conversation, and so it hits. But yeah, not hard for you. He. Dangerous group. The Gilded Cage. Old man, he did take too much debt upon him. And it's to be paid. Click, I've got no quarrel with you. I know you've done good in the city. We travel in not altogether dissimilar circles, but I would not chase this one.
Torin? And I say his name to him, and he said he didn't know me and had never met me. I know there's other ways to pay a debt. Don't think I'm not fair to people.
All these dice.
All right then.
Money, connections, jobs. There's more things than just gold that people want.
The man what has the debt is Griswold. He's in the Gilded Cage. He runs the cheap pawn shop. It's his boys what be sent every time, seeking coin. But I've given you proper warning, Click.
Understood.
These are no mean men. They're serious blokes.
I can see you're an upright gentleman. A real Roberts man.
I've been called such.
You've curried some favor with me today.
Wow, the dice are in your favor today. I
love
this. I mean,
I love it when I'm playing words.
yeah, he actually, you see, he nods as though, and you're noting this, right? Sitting at the table, like the favor that Click has. When you say this, he nods as though he's received something of value.
I think like my estimation of how important Click is as a player in the city has continually been rising over this conversation.
And then the moment that I finish that, Click folds, pushes his dice into the center of the table and just gets up and walks away, so that the two of them are there left at the table to stare at each other.
Interesting fellow.
Good company you keep there.
Apparently so.
Your disguise is awful.
Well, do you even know what I look like normally?
No, I just know this is not what you look like normally.
Then it's working.
Perfect.
And as he looks at you, he pushes back from the table.
Beautiful setup, John. Thank you for teeing Garrett up in such a way. That's a sweet treat.
Oh,
That's a nice
There's a
thing.
home run there. Look at that.
as he stands up, he kind of nods at you and watches Click as he moves out the door. Various other patrons pick themselves up, and as Dahlia, go ahead.
Once the weapons are kind of polished up, I'm like, come and get them. Come and get them back. I don't want to keep them.
As they cautiously, you're an imposing.
Clean
woman.
them better. Come on, I shouldn't have to tell. Did your mother never teach you how to clean? I'm just like handing clubs. I'm like, you gotta treat the wood. You gotta treat the wood. Like to all these different people who are like coming up and like,
Don't treat the wood; it'll crack and shatter.
you don't want that. You don't want that.
As you do this, they all, with some chagrin, take back their implements, which they've surrendered. And the guy against the bar, he kind of stands up, dusts himself off. Might like to see you again.
Maybe.
I'll be here.
Good to know.
But maybe don't bring him. And he points at Click as he walks out the door.
I don't even know the guy.
And go ahead, Mila.
I was gonna ask that while this conversation was happening, after she did the
Detect
evil, saw that the guy that they were talking to, I'm guessing, is not evil.
Correct. Yes.
Cool. She'll let that go.
Sorry, I forgot
See
that. Yes.
Click was evil.
Which
Yes. Yes. I forgot
to
to.
know.
I forgot that whole thing.
no,
Yes.
that's good.
Yes.
But
Exactly.
after I finished that, I wanted to go to perhaps one of the ladies that are just kind of sitting, watching, and gently ask, sorry, I don't know many of the rules here. He just became a pariah by having some dice. Should I be concerned? Is that something to worry about? What do they mean?
Oh, he's not a proper man, is he? He ought not have those.
Should certain people have them?
Ah. You're quite the pigeon, aren't you?
Just
She is.
asking questions. Is that what a pigeon is?
Oh, you're so good at this.
Indeed you are. Well, I think what you need to know is that ends episode 20 of Blue Box Tears of Air. Thank you, everyone. Well done. We do want to get through our giveaways. We want to stop on time so that we can go into Fall of Red Dawn, because Rory has been cross with me, a bit peevish because I've been late a couple of times.
Sorry.
Love you, Rory.
We talk a lot, Rory.
Yes.
You know this about us.
But can we just celebrate the goodness that is Garrett?
Oh my God.
Wow, absolutely
Applaud
phenomenal.
myself.
Yes, applaud yourself, like popping in and utterly, like, just that was a fantastic.
it.
Yeah,
Really
you
killed
killed it, bro.
Fun
Absolutely killed it. All right, so as we get ready for Stream MVP and our giveaway, it's hashtag BlueBoxRPG in the chat. That will get you into the giveaway, and we would love to see you win. I know Rory is chomping at the bit. He logged into my Zoom just a little while ago because he's using that today in the game. And as we kick off the Stream MVP vote. Reminding you that we have 2 amazing games coming up after Fall of Red Dawn today. Then we have our Greyhawk Awakening Book 3. And then we have the incredible, cosplay edition, the Richard Baker giveaway. And then these 2 ladies with us on Wednesday night for Critical Romance. The Blue Box Bells joining us. And let's go through why you should be Stream MVP. And tonight we will start with you again.
Woo!
Indeed. Click should be Stream MVP for having his first good combat. Let's
Did it
go.
hit
He's great. It was awesome
Our
combat.
boy hit
Yes,
somebody.
he did.
Look at
It happened.
It all came together for you.
It only took 20 episodes.
20 episodes.
All it took was me being here to be the fool.
That
for you.
might, yes.
Yes. I liked that I got to use the stuff I've set up as a vigilante to the fullest benefit as I could. It's awesome. We had an
job.
awesome conversation with Mila that was really awesome, really intense. That I saw that one coming.
So
if you had
many
read
little
the text
details.
chat, then you'd know it was
Yes.
coming. And yeah, we learned some fun stuff about Click David's what happened in the 7 years. And if you go read the journal, you'll learn even more.
Good. It's a good read.
It is really, yes, in our
Can't wait to
Discord.
read it.
Yeah, so, well,
for
actually, I guess that's as good a time as any for the question.
Yes.
And Garrett, you need to ask the question. You act like you've been watching.
Well,
Let's see.
Yes, if you are watching the stream and you haven't followed, well, I just need to let you know it's easy to follow. All you have to do is click the little heart right down there.
Free.
If
Jeez.
you're following and you haven't subscribed, or heavens forbid, you've let your subscription lapse.
No!
Then I just have one question for you.
What are you doing? Give us a follow. Give it. Well done, by the way. Yes, you killed that. And we got over 2,500 followers this last week. I missed that, but yes, that's awesome. And thank you for all
if you
the
haven't
subs.
joined the Discord,
we got joined the Discord.
Play with us in our playhouse.
Yes, in the Discord. You can watch all the great roleplay. The text-based roleplay is amazing in the Discord. So join us. Sacre bleu. That's right, Greg. I'm going to have to say that every time now. All right, sorry.
you're good. That's pretty much it. I got to be awesome and do awesome
you had a
things.
great conversation also. You didn't mention that even a little bit.
good
I wrote down
with-
a lot of quotes from you.
What?
With, he mentioned, yes.
Sometimes people need to be hurt. Do I enjoy this work? Yes.
I did
I
find
do.
myself rather quotable today.
Yeah.
I think.
You were, yes.
But I liked also the conversation with Torin there at the end and getting to eke information out of him in a way that maybe the rest of the group might not have gotten to do using those connections that I've generated. So, yes. Yeah, it was very fun. So, click MVP. It's good.
All right, well, look, so we have a mug from Daisy, which is... I have a reputation for being pretty.
Yes.
I am going to make a mug that says, I did find myself rather quotable today. That is a great quote. Nicely done.
My ego. Yes. thank
Dahlia,
you.
why should you be Stream MVP?
Dahlia was full of bits today. Today was a bit day, you know? Had a great interaction of, and I hope it reflected of like, Dahlia has lost a lot of the social graces that she used to have.
She
in
has.
the Twilight Woods. When you're not around regular people and you're around Fae, you might lose some of that tact.
Yes.
And I hope that was very well displayed in that initial interaction.
And I honestly, I
with
love
Ram.
the little sprig of grass that she grabbed out. So that was, yeah.
Just some fun things, fun little nature things. Yeah, fun to tackle a guy into a bar, fun to clean people's weapons and
I
make them feel bad about
appreciate
it. Yeah, anytime. Anytime.
We got you.
And I didn't slice a man in half this episode,
You
everyone.
did, yes.
That's
But you-
episodes.
One day since last accident.
You could have,
Little
though. If
boy.
you'd wanted to, you could have. You could have sliced somebody in half. yes.
Absolutely.
All right, Mila.
Didn't.
Hey, folks. Sorry, I was going to write down a number of days since Dahlia has
Yeah.
I was about to do a page in my notebook.
Workplace
at the back.
safety.
Can you hand me your pen and pencil?
It's like a workplace safety thing. Like how many days since Mila killed someone, cut
sorry.
them in half. Or Dahlia.
No, Mila had a great session this time. If you guys read the Discord, you would know that she got just a little crossed towards Click, just a tad, little bit of a miscommunication, and also the reading of the journal You gotta check out what was in that.
Oh,
It was
so good,
juicy.
so good. Check out the
Oh, it was so
Discord.
good.
Yes.
But that conversation was even better. That was it was incredible. I had been planning in my brain for weeks.
You
And I also didn't know that this conversation was going to happen this session because I thought Thomas was going to be away.
Nah, she
and it
thought
wasn't
that- yeah.
until yesterday that I learned that he would be at this session and
Yes,
not next session.
yes.
And so I went, oh, we're doing that tomorrow. And then planned
had to
more.
mentally prepare yourself. folks.
Yes. Oh gosh, that was a lot of fun. But,
So good. You did amazing.
You really
Great.
did.
But yeah, conversation with Mila, doing some conflict resolution. We'd love to see it.
Is it really resolved?
No, probably not.
No.
She
I would say
cares
no.
About
what do we
this
have there?
Kiana so much so to hire an individual to assist.
Here, let me
because
have
we
Val
already
put it up on the
heard of
camera, 'cause
and
it's hard to
was
see
planning
from
on
that
assisting
distance.
anyways.
Well,
Was that pre-planned that you were going to be the reason that he's coming in? Type thing that you would have basically hire him?
Maybe.
All right, that's cool.
Maybe. Maybe.
Love it.
You
love
guys
it,
did
love
it
it.
great.
yeah, I talked with John about how
Seamless.
Ram would end up showing up,
Yes.
and we had the thread of he already has talked with Kiana, but she didn't want him to do it because if he had
He's
gone alone,
old.
he'd probably be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we
Straight
saw.
up.
As we already figured out from interacting with him for a few minutes.
It was seamless, though. It was very good.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, cares about Kiana, fixed up her window.
Spell description?
Spell descriptions!
Oh,
I have
yes,
these
I've got a
spell
note, yes.
Descriptions! Oh, I've written
Shield of
all of
Faith.
them down.
So good.
And I was glad that those have finally started to come into use.
I love it.
And
I love
more,
it.
many more to come.
All right, so let's do these rolls here. So click. You will be rolling for Woden Emriz. Woden, let us know you're still in chat. If you already have a Tailspire license, I will provide you a different giveaway. But for those that don't, we're supporting Tailspire. Fantastic tool. If you missed it earlier,
great.
oh, you know what? I probably should. So there were some that came in late. Let me show you again
Yes.
the new Tailspire minis we have.
Don't
for,
show them when we die. Who's
Yes.
that little guy?
Who's that little guy? I don't. Who is that? I don't know. You maybe don't need to see him. All right, so
It looked like he was holding out a head of cabbage. I don't think that's what
all
was
right,
happening.
so here,
need to see him.
here we go. So there is Click.
Don't worry about it.
There is
Oh my
David.
God, this animated, it looks so good.
I know.
really
And
does.
yes, and don't worry about the feet; those are being fixed. They're a little bit deep right now.
Short. Don't worry about it.
There are so many issues with these things, getting them all right. But the hide
Oh, look
bases.
at Daisy.
Oh,
I like that post.
Yeah.
Yes, look at that. All right, so there are
God, it's hanging
all
on
of
by a
them.
thread.
But if we can rely on any developer to fix problems, it's Bouncy Rock.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Except these are not them. These are Gone Splitter and SimSeat. These are all custom mods. So this is not
I see,
even
I see, I see.
Bouncy Rock.
It's related to
this
the
is
animation.
Yeah, this is all custom stuff. And so you notice, like as I'm dropping them, the bases vanish. They auto heights. These are all custom mods.
Yeah. It's
just right there
because
in the
everything in Tailspire should have a base, and I don't like the bases. So quickly here, so Woden Emrys, were you in the chat? Yes, you are. All right. You will be rolling for Gronk. Dahlia, you've got Gronk at KMB. I know Gronk was in earlier. Just let us know you're still in, Gronk. Mila, you will be rolling for Robert. Phantom NJ.
hey, Robert's in the
Everybody, let us know if you're still in the chat. You must be present to win.
I sure hope you
and we
are.
didn't see Daisy's animations earlier because she wasn't here. So
yeah.
let's take a look at. So that's her normal default
God.
stance.
That's beautiful.
Robert
Isn't
also
that
has
cool?
a Tailspire, like plenty of Tailspire licenses,
That's true.
as he's just stated.
Then, all right, so here we go. Let's do the spell animation there, which is she kind of squares up. You like that? The way she kind of squares
that's
up.
so good.
Isn't that cool?
That's so Daisy.
It is so Daisy. And then, wait, but her action, look at this.
Yeah!
Let's go! She got the kick.
Oh my
Look at
God.
that.
And her dance animation.
Oh,
Yeah, not bad, not bad. I
Kind
still,
of fancy.
I still think Dahlia
there
had
it
the
is.
best. Dahlia's
Oh,
dance
Dahlia was
animation,
smooth with
yeah.
Yeah, she's just stomping around.
Yeah, so we're just having
Click dance different than David does?
Yes, absolutely. All right, so let's see.
dance?
Let's see everybody dancing together like we did.
Yeah, let's
for,
go. No, it's gonna be
there we
me.
go.
Nice. Get him.
There we
I'm
go.
styling it.
Now everyone is dancing.
Amazing.
You
Click
can
someone
kinda see-
Clip it.
Click is a cowboy.
Get him. Get him.
All right, so now why should you be stream MVP, sir?
Let's really get
While they dance.
RS Lodgings should be stream MVP because he is a consummate investigator. He loves his work, and he is not shy about telling you that he
He
loves
is not.
his work.
And he's not shy about visiting the tickling feather.
He's also he's not shy about a lot of things, to be honest. He's willing to say, "I need to go back and change before we do this."
happened to the camera?
anything.
Yeah, our camera just...
Yeah, all right,
oh, is it because it's on a different
Yeah,
view?
it's because I had to switch it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
yeah.
for I guess stream MVP for his for the insight that he was able to provide into the case, as well as his spectacular wardrobe.
Yeah, the wardrobe, the role play was fantastic. Yeah, I think
fun to see somebody's environment too, of like
Yes.
where they are like working out of. I feel like that.
Yeah,
tells
you
so
love
much about a
invading
character.
people's environment.
I do, both
just-
personally and in character.
He's just got a bare office that he puts a cot up into sleep.
Yeah.
That's normal.
and will we see
He's
more
a salary
of
man.
Well, yeah, we'll see him for sure next week.
next week?
Yes, yeah.
Stay
so,
tuned, folks.
So Garrett will be back next week.
I am going to be celebrating my 5-year wedding anniversary.
How
I'll be
dare you!
on vacation.
Yay.
But
5
I'm
years.
certain Click will be busy in some way. Or
Congratulations on
thank you
5
very
years,
much.
by the
Thank
way.
you very much.
It just shows how amazingly patient your wife is.
You're not wrong.
What's up? Serenity's a queen.
All right, you will be rolling for Bruangal, Chris, and we'll do another one for Robert because he already has Tails. Well, no, but if he wins, I'll give you a book,
you give me
Robert.
the other
Yes.
thing.
All right, so here we go. Let's roll around. Let's start with you. Click.
I am rolling, I believe, a single dice
That's right.
for
Woden and
Woden Emrys.
My chat resets every. Oh, 17.
Ooh, very nice, very nice.
All right. Phantom.
New Jersey.
A 7 and a 12.
Unfortunate.
All right, Woden's still in the lead.
I've got Gronk who
okay,
said,
he's already
"Wait,
got one
what?"
license.
What in response
Yeah,
to
wait,
being
what?
here. Well, so I think that means that they are still here. 13 and 3.
Okay, Woden's still in the lead. You are the only one that can stop him.
Come on, Garrett.
For Chris.
Come on.
Nope.
No.
Woden, you have won, my friend. Congratulations.
Way to go.
yeah,
I'm
can
trying
we
to.
get- we need the
Woden is always on. I don't know
we
if
have the
Woden has
votes?
won
no.
before. Can you make sure I have your correct information? I need your email to send you the code in our Discord, and send that to me or to Manda, Mystical Unicorn.
There it is. There's
Yes,
the
There it
MVP.
is.
and the MVP poll is up. Please vote.
I must
Top
vote.
right-hand corner, vote for your stream MVP, and there are many votes coming in. As that is happening, I'm going to go here, and yes, I know one of the cameras will drop off, but that's okay. You know they're there. Oh,
here.
thank you for the follow, Darth Audio. We do want to remind you, on Tuesday night, Greyhawk Awakening Book 3, Sea of Dark Sun.
Big
We
night,
don't need
huge.
another hero.
Yeah.
Tina Turner,
John.
rest in peace.
Rest in
God
peace.
bless you. But we will have a great night on Tuesday night with that. And then on Wednesday, oh my goodness, the Blue Box Bells.
Huzzah.
They are bringing you Critical Romance. This will be the best stream anywhere on Twitch Wednesday night. Mark it down.
Absolutely.
Tell anyone
That ain't
watching
no
anything
lie.
else they are fools. They should be here for this stream on Wednesday night. And then, yes, Tuesday night, Hagar, the Dark Sun stream includes the giveaway of the Richard Baker signed Dragon Crown box set, which I've already shown too many times today, so I don't want to flex it again and risk
doesn't wanna
dropping
drop it, yeah.
Yes, exactly. I'm going to mess it up one of these times. Spill coffee on it. All right, so I think that concludes. We're just waiting for Stream MVP, and it is. Oh, it's close. It
is close.
Click and Ram are in the lead. There's still time. Vote. And I'll get
voted
ready.
yet?
I have a
So there will be no raid today. When we're
course.
done, we'll stop this stream and
turn that
Rory's Fall of Red Dawn.
Don't
Do
touch that
not
dial.
change that dial. Because we have
you
the
do, we'll
vigilante
know.
here, we can say
We'll find it.
same bat time, same bat
bat
channel. Yes.
See, John, we did understand. your references.
You did.
Don't be scared. We got you.
All right, so yes, vote. Oh, it's so close. Come on. Everyone vote for your stream MVP. They get experience points.
$20.
Yes,
You level
exactly.
up to level 2. Oh, imagine.
Woden Emirate, yes, exactly.
level up to level 3?
And
We both might. She's pretty high up too.
yeah, you guys are getting close. Getting very
Well, I mean,
close.
like, if you win
How much
this-
XP do you get
No,
from
no,
slicing a
God.
person
You're
in
not that
half?
close.
From what?
From slicing a person in half?
Oh, I doubled the XP for that.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
that's a critical.
Yeah, because
yes,
well,
you get
they've
double.
become two.
It was like 2 kills,
Yeah,
exactly. Yes,
yeah.
very fair.
I did stab him again, both just
And Ram, you had a good strong push at it, but it's looking like it's gonna be.
people love
The
Click.
people love the click.
It's true.
They do.
I think
He
it's.
did save my life.
Yeah.
I can't
He did.
complain.
I think it's pretty much
I tackled
set.
a man into a bar for you.
And
So
for that,
Chris,
I love
everyone is second level,
Thank you.
except for
Third level.
Ram, who is still first level.
A little baby.
And
man.
this is a master class. If you're wondering, DMs out there, how to go 20 sessions and have your players only be second level, this is the master class on how to do it.
To be fair, we were forced to be level 0 for 10 of those.
Forced? Oh, you were forced.
I would have taken a level as a 13-year-old kid.
I would have also.
Taking off to a level.
Click is stream MVP. Bravo, sir.
Good job.
Well done. Well deserved.
I got last week, I think, right?
As we conclude,
Yeah,
Fight,
it's been a couple of weeks.
Yes.
It's been good.
Yes.
Garrett, well done. Thank you to all of my
Fantastic.
players. You guys were so good
Love to
today.
see it.
On behalf of Blue Box, we give you the hearts from all of our players and Mad Chatters. We love you. Stay with us. Don't change that dial. Rory, by the way, Taylor, a new player, Barbarian
Yeah.
Barbie. She is so good. Rory, actually, she's replacing you. She is now the DM of the game. So just so you know, no, I'm teasing.
Jubilee's party.
Yes,
Let's
she
go.
is. She is that good. Thank you, Mad Chatters. Thank you for following us. Thank you for subbing.
Huzzah.
Stay with us and join Rory. We'll be back Tuesday night. Blue Box signing out.
Bye.
Bye.